The boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Welcome back to Visited by Voices Live and Critical Pursuit, the most dangerous game show. I am joined tonight by no less than 6 contestants, all taking on our reigning champion, Mr. Christian Hanna Horror.
What's going on, man?
Welcome back to the show. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready and willing.
How confident you feeling?
Just gonna go in there and, give it the good fight, dude. That's all I can do.
All right. We are also joined by last show's runner-up, Miss Jamie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Are you ready to give Mr. Christian a run for his $2,000?
You betcha.
And I understand you've been doing your research. You've been practicing up, doing one-arm push-ups, all of it.
Yep.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Cue rocket team.
That would get us a copyright strike, and we all know I have enough problems with that, apparently. Well, not copyright. Well, we're also joined by film historian legend, Mr. Stone Gassman. How are you, Stone?
I'm terrific. How about you, sir?
I am sweltering in heat, and yet I'm still wearing a suit for you guys.
Sharp.
I certainly hope so. We already have a lot of activity going on in the chat. We have a lot of people out there. So keep your questions to the end for our panelists. We have, that is the first 3 contestants. Then we have a gentleman you may recognize by the name of Jay the Stingray, looking to set a new path on this second edition of the game show.
Redemption, man. That's what I'm all about.
Like a Bob Marley song gone wrong. All right. Jay, did you get a little bit more sleep before this episode?
I did. Got some sleep. I took some omega-3s. I'm ready to go, man.
Oh my God. You guys, they're trembling now. I think Christian might be leaving. I don't know.
Do it.
New to the show and new to the contest, we have the Eternal Steak Sauce. You're looking very priestly tonight, sir.
Thank you.
So Jay was looking for redemption, but it looks like you could provide it.
We'll see. All in due time.
How's your confidence level going into tonight?
Oh, it's rock bottom, Lord.
That's how I know you best. Are you back in civilization?
Yes, I am. As of last Tuesday.
That's good to hear. We missed you. The whole state was crying a little bit for you.
I missed it, I'll tell you that.
And finally, but certainly not least, new to the show, new to the channel, but not new to our hearts. Although apparently being blocked by my overlay here, Mr. Joe Bob Tarhill. How are you, sir?
I can't complain. How about you?
I can always complain. You give me an excuse and 6 inches of rope, I can complain.
You call this a bagel?
That's right. There's only one place to get bagels.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 of us here that can pull that off. Actually, Stone could probably take a day trip. Yeah. All right. Out in the chat, let me get you up to date on the rules. If you didn't watch last episode, not much has changed as far as the rules. There are 3 rounds of play. The first 2 rounds of play are conducted this way. There's 10 questions on each. Every question is worth at least $100, but our panelists will wager, sometimes more than that. They are at the risk of losing that much more money if they indeed wager more. But that's also how you win the game, is to wager in the right places. Should someone go bankrupt, they'll see an annoying video, and then they'll have the opportunity to play Let's Make a Deal with one of the other contestants to borrow some money. Those loans are not simply for the face value usually, though. And it's not unusual for someone to ask for twice or even 3 times more than you got in your loan. So this puts you at a disadvantage but keeps you in the game. Keep in mind, lenders, though, if they can't pay you back, you don't get the money back to your total. So be careful about who and when you lend to, and we'll see who is really the most charitable of the bunch. The final round is a single question with a multi answer, and every one of the correct answers will be worth $100. So hypothetically, no one has to be out of the game unless you were broke and were not able to actually secure a loan from one of the other contestants. Does any of my panel have any questions about that?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to ask first out in the chat, please throw your hands up in the air and tell me who you are rooting for tonight. Who do you want to see in the top position? Is it our champion, Christian Hanna Horror? Is it Jamie with the obscene mood lighting in her room? Is it Steak Sauce and in his clerical garb? Is it Jay the Stingray because we really want to see a comeback story here? Is it Stone because, well, is it Stone it's because Stone is the master of the low angle? Or is it Joe Bob because Joe Bob is the one who will worm his way into your heart and at some point will make some completely obscene joke that everyone will not know whether to laugh or kick him off the show about?
That's pretty good, actually.
Is this? I cannot see the chat. So is that on purpose?
You can see the chat if you'd like to.
It just says private chat for me.
I did not block you from it, but can the rest of the panelists see the chat?
I'm on the YouTube page. That's the only reason I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staying on.
There might be an issue with StreamYard, especially now that they've expanded the number of guests you can have. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Not going to troubleshoot it right now.
No, don't worry about it.
No,
Okay.
not live on air. There's business to get down to.
So I will note, though, before we start, that Al from Russia, from Philadelphia, is all after the steak sauce. Borderline 11.
There we
wants
go.
the Stingray.
Thank you, Al.
I don't think he's actually rooting for you, but he's asking you to kick butt.
Kick butt.
Yeah.
You missed
June,
T.
who's a new convert to the family here at Visit by Voices, is cheering on Jamie.
Who's cheering me on?
June.
Thank you.
Cool. And John McCullough is all about the Hanna Horror.
That's just Christian's alternate account, though. That's
There's a whole lot alternative about Christians.
buddy.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started on our first category. The first category is the Italian gore gothic. Now I'm going to get there we go. So Jacob McCullough is stating, though, before we begin, that one is trying to create a divide between the contestants and the chat. I smell a conspiracy. It's no conspiracy. It's right out in the open, sir. No one is hiding anything. All right. So as you see on your screen, everyone is at $2,000. Christian, our champion, start things off. What would you like to wager for the first question in the Italian gore gothics category?
$100.
Jamie.
100.
Sauce.
I'm throwing a hundo.
Jay.
100.
Stone.
100.
Joe Bob.
100.
So you all call each other to find out if you're all wearing the same thing tonight, or?
I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time.
I don't want to
Listen,
comment on
that's
my
the first. I rewatched the first
That's
one.
what she
That's the first
said.
thing I noticed. The Stingray went, "Ooh, 500 right off the bat."
He was cocky the first time around. Like,
Go big or go home, and I went home.
Listen,
All right. So Heartbreaker's saying he needs to come back because he wants redemption, and that Christian Hanna Horror needs to get a better suit. I've seen better covers of Smooth Criminals that have better suits. Christian's not actually wearing a suit.
That's a
After the
t-shirt.
show, get with me after the show, Heartbreaker. I'll explain the difference. It has a lot to do with fabrics and pockets. So our first question, everyone ready to write?
yes.
Yep.
Who directed the 1980 cannibal slasher hybrid Anthropophagus? Sorry. It was also released in America under the name The Grim Reaper. famous sleaze exploitation director?
I'll just guess.
I'll remind the chat to please not give the answer, though I don't believe anyone is really able to see you. Please play at home on a piece of paper, but don't put the answers in the chat.
Unprofessional people. Come on.
There you go. Joe Bob has laid down the law. Don't make him come to your house with a weasel in one hand. I am continuing to rock the Trolls World Tour Cup tonight because I got such a positive response.
That's a big ass cup, man.
It is 2
Tell them,
regular
Joe.
cans of soda. In this case, it's iced tea, though.
Nice.
All right, 5 seconds, guys. Get your final answers down on your boards. And pens down. We're going to start in reverse order here. Joe Bob, what did you have?
I just took a guess. Logic woman.
And unfortunately, that means you will be losing $100.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stone, what did you have?
Joe D'Amato
And Stone, unfortunately,
loses
just
with $100.
gained $100. You're in the
What?
lead, sir. Jay,
Full butter.
I guessed. I got it wrong.
what'd you get? What'd you write?
I just guessed Humberto Lindsay.
It's a name that might
Pull
reappear
that out
tonight,
of my
though.
ass.
All right. So you're at 1900. Steak, what do we got?
That's funny.
So
wish we
you
had
bid.
time
You, I seem to remember you
My
bid
boy!
500. You bid
Oh,
500.
no.
My boy.
That
Certainly.
guy was a
don't.
pub vote.
I'm not even acknowledging that beyond that. Jamie, what do we got?
I said Roger Corman.
Roger Corman was a popular one here. I'll remind everyone that the category is Italian gore gothics.
That's why.
Yeah.
What's more Italian than the last name Steinman?
Christian, what did you get?
Really nice Severn Blu-ray release of the film.
The great Joe D'Amato or Aratisti Massesi. Yes, so right now, Stone and Christian are in the lead, tied. They're up $100.
You just guessed on that Digistone.
That was a total guess. I just pulled that out of my ass.
Okay, for our second question, what are we bidding? Start from Jamie.
100.
Steak.
Toss 100.
Jay.
100.
Stone.
200.
Joe Bob.
100.
Christian.
300.
Damn.
You can't
There we go.
hide money.
It just got a lot more aggressive in here. What is the name of the villain in Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery?
Oh, God, I haven't seen that movie.
I am so glad I bet 300.
I'm not.
So I did not hear the question there. You stream
Okay.
screwed up.
What
on
is
me.
the name of the villain in Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery?
This category does not seem familiar to me.
The next category will probably be a lot more friendly to you.
Yeah, me too.
I studied certain things.
So 10 seconds.
Nothing.
Pens down. Stone, what did you get?
The Crypt Keeper.
And Stone, you bid 200.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're at 1900.
Thank you.
Jay, what do we got?
I said Christian Hanna Horror.
Okay, 1800, sir. Steak sauce.
Evil spooky house man.
You're not
Is that
entirely
the name?
wrong.
Give me 50. I'll take it.
Jamie, what do we got?
I got nothing.
Jamie has nada, which unfortunately we cannot give her credit for nada.
We know
Christian,
The evil Dr. Freudstein.
is correct answer.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Christian,
don't
is
like
that-
this whole just
Dr.
gee whiz. I'm just happy to be here. Christian thing because he's a stone cold killer.
Christian,
Bob.
you must have like a photographic memory or something.
Go on my channel. I reviewed the absolute hell out of this movie. I loved it. I mean,
Joe
seriously.
Bob, what do we got?
I ain't got shit.
Joe Bob ain't got shit.
I like Joe Bob Tar Heel.
Next question.
Hey, if you need money, dude, later on, I'll. The Bank of Hanna Horror is opening up.
Cool,
Oh,
man.
it's a predatory bank though. It's like Sub-Zero loans up there.
I'm betting small on this round, so
All right. So, Steak Sauce, what are you bidding on this on question number 3?
Gotta go with 100.
Jay,
100.
Stone,
100.
Joe Bob,
100.
Christian,
I'm just gonna do 100.
Jamie.
I'll do 2.
Jamie steps it up. Name the Dario Argento film starring Donald Pleasance and a chimpanzee named Tanga.
Can you repeat the question?
Name the Dario Argento film starring Donald Pleasance and a chimpanzee named Tanga.
I'm gonna have to just guess.
You're not the only one.
I got this.
Christian's looking like he wishes he'd bid more. Okay, pens down. Jay, let's start off with you.
Say Creepers.
I will accept Creepers as the U.S. title.
Phenomenal.
Wow.
So you bid 100, right?
Yes, sir.
Stone, what'd you got?
I put deep red, so I'm off.
Unfortunately, there was no chimpanzees in Deep Red. Joe Bob,
Nothing. I got nothing.
that is very nihilist of you, sir. Christian, what do we got? Phenomena. And you played it safe this time. So you're up to 2,500 in the lead. Jamie,
Wow.
I have phenomena, but I spelled it phenomenon.
which actually is fine because the French version translates to phenomena with an
Awesome.
O-N. So by default,
Also, it's also the same name of a John Travolta film.
there you go. Steak sauce. Tank. If I could give points for creativity,
That's a good name.
I would, but
Of course, mentioned John Travolta. Kerry Preston passed away yesterday.
Yes, that was sad.
Yeah. It's crazy.
it's okay. She's gone to a better place, or at least into Zeno's arms. All right, so
Too soon.
it's never too soon.
No, I
don't
like
think
good
so.
Scientology joke.
So steak sauce, what are you bidding here? Question 4.
Give me 100.
Jay, what are you bidding?
$100.
Stone.
Hey, I bid 200 on the last one, so I should be back up to 2,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Good call.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted you guys to change your own names, but but now you're down to 200.
Holy shit.
That's
Don't-
not fair.
I control the
Don't
bag.
Old.
All right, Stick, you said 100. Jay, what are we doing
Yeah.
for a bit?
100.
Stone.
100.
Joe Bob.
100.
Christian.
$200.
Jamie,
1.
1. Everyone is pretty much 1 except for Christian, correct? So that I don't deduct the wrong amount like I've already done. All right.
Yeah.
Sergio Martino's 1979 film Island of the Fishmen was released in America under a different title. Name it.
Say that again.
Sergio Martino's 1979 film Island of the Fishmen was released in the USA under this name.
I'm gonna take a guess.
No Google, people. Ten seconds.
I'm sure Christian just bought the Blu-ray of this like yesterday.
All right. Pens down. Stone, we'll start with you. What do you got?
No idea.
Of course.
All right. 1700. Still chasing it, though. Joe Bob, what do you got?
Yep.
I just took a guess. Lighthouse of Chaos.
You know, there was all kinds of opportunities for that to be right. Unfortunately, we don't live in that world. So you're down to 1600, sir. Christian, what did you get?
Oh, man.
It's funny enough, I watched this on Tubi the other day. It's called Screamers.
It is called Screamers.
Wow.
Oh, I got it wrong then.
So you said you had 200 in?
Yeah.
So you're at 2700. It's going to be hard for you guys to catch up if you don't start playing hardball soon.
No shit.
Jamie?
Listen, if I play hardball now, I'm not going to make it to round 2. So.
Dagon.
Dagon.
That Dagon. You're down to 1900?
Slurp, Jamie.
That's a good guess, though.
Steak
What?
sauce? That was the remake, sir.
Isn't that a Will Smith movie? My God.
Jay, what did you have?
I said Nightmare Beach.
That's a good name.
It is a good name. I wish the film kind of lived up to it.
I knew it was wrong. I just couldn't think of anything else.
So Stone, did we already get you? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
had no
started
idea.
with Stone.
100?
We started with Stone.
No idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so far I have not actually had to tell you the answers because someone's gotten at least every one of them, huh? Is that right? That's pretty good. All right. If those of you who are bidding 100, put your finger up. Okay, that's everyone?
Everyone.
In Lucio Fulci's Enigma, a horde of these terrestrial gastropod mollusks kill a woman somehow.
Finally.
Name the animal.
Repeat that one.
In Lucio Fulci's Enigma, a horde of these terrestrial gastropod mollusks kill a woman somehow. The greatest thing is that the answer's in my question.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to start with Jay because he seems happy about this one. So, oh wait, not yet, Jay.
I just got the Super HD copy of this in the mail the other day. I reviewed.
I haven't seen your review of it. Does it look good? Or are you just fucking with it?
I did watch it recently though when we did the Fulci show.
That was like almost a year ago, though, huh?
Has it been that long? Wow.
Feels like it.
All right, Jay, what do you got?
Snails.
Snails would be the correct answer.
God.
Shit.
Is it 1900? Stone?
I don't even know if it's a mollusk, but I guess clams.
You're at 1600, sir? Joe Bob.
All right, thank you.
I got it wrong. I said monkey.
It's almost
I
right.
thought mine
Those
was bad.
gastropod mollusk monkeys.
Oh.
I hate them. They come out of the jungles and overrun your town.
That's a
Christian, what do
movie
you
I'd
got?
like to see.
Come on now.
So is this the first he's not gotten?
Yeah.
But this is also one you only put 100 on the line.
Just making sure everybody in the chat can see that real quick.
Firefly Family
Spotify. Look at
Podcast.
you.
Spotify, nice, congrats.
I fell asleep listening to the Child's Play retrospective. Not
Was it
because
that-
it was boring, just because I was very tired.
That's,
It was actually good work.
Thank you very much. I just got, Drew told me whenever I don't know the answers tonight to just self-promote. So
Smart.
Jamie, what did you put?
I got nothing. I've not seen that one.
It's a very interesting film.
I should check it out.
You should, because if it helps make you want to see it, Jacob McCullough offers #snail on a nipple.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've done that before.
Steak sauce. What do we got? Wow.
Kabuto.
Budo.
Wasn't that the crab?
I'm not sure if I even know what that is, but I'm
That's
going to deduct points
Pokemon.
anyway.
Come on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
That's
So
a
did I go through? I went through everyone on this one, right?
Mhm.
Cool. See, I can't keep track of anything. Okay, how
Hell
many?
of a host we've got here.
Listen, it is hot and I'm in a suit. How many? So what is your onesies except for Christian? 2 from Christian. Okay, Christian's 2. Everyone else is 1. Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare City was released in the United States under an alternative title. Name it.
Repeat the question.
Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare City was released in the USA as...
Just gonna guess.
Just stay alive to the second round, Jamie.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm being frugal.
this damn alternate title.
Yeah, that's killing me.
Ten seconds.
Might want to remind people in the chat.
Quit being assholes.
Unprofessional.
Uh-huh. Sorry, dude. Hate to do it, but
I don't have the chat open. I don't.
Yeah, it's not on
I don't-
StreamYard for some reason. Usually I can see it, but I don't know what's wrong with it. It just says private chat.
Yeah.
So, Al, I'll note that I went to a Christian charity today to buy this suit for real. They
Very
love
nice.
me there, by the way. They love me. I looked. I said, "Where's the '70s suits?" And they pointed. They said, "We
Damn.
have nothing but '70s suits."
I'm digging that chest.
We were saving these for Doug Stanhope, but you can have
Yeah.
them.
Chess has a nice touch, Lauren.
All right. So let's start with Christian. What do you got, Christian?
City of the Walking Dead.
Is correct.
Fuck.
Oh.
Dang.
I could have guessed that one.
Jamie.
I had City of the Dead because I forgot about The Walking.
Unfortunately, that is a film that was made 10 years earlier.
Yep.
So you're at 1,700. Steak sauce.
Broken.
It's actually a much more reasonable answer than you think. Anyone ever see that old television movie, The Chicken of Hoboken? No one. Jay, what you got?
I said Gates of
Yeah.
Hell.
Well, that would be a different movie too.
Yeah.
A marginally better film. Actually, a lot better film. So you're at 1,800, sir. Stone. City of the Damned, which I'm a resident. Unfortunately, no, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good name,
City
too.
of the Dead.
You're at 1,500. Joe Bob, what do we got?
I ain't got nothing.
and nothing you shall receive. In fact, I'll take 100 from you.
It's cool by me.
Okay, question 7. Just 3 more in the category, guys. Although I think Christian doesn't want to leave it. What do we got?
Go big, Christian. Come on.
You
Christian,
dominate.
put up
Stone.
10.
Okay. Everyone's going 1 except for Jamie, who's going 2.
Take calculated risks.
That's what I'm doing.
Ready?
Ooh.
Franco
I'm rooting for you, Jamie.
Franco Prosperiti's The Wild Beasts features a street race between a convertible Volkswagen Beetle and this animal.
What's it called again?
The Wild Beasts features a street race between a convertible Volkswagen Beetle and this animal.
Oh gosh, I've never seen that, so I'll be guessing.
You so need to see it.
You need to give me a list.
I can't give you a list before the show. What kind of cheating would that be?
No. I mean, of just stuff I should watch.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, I just did a video about my 25 favorite films. Just start with that.
Well, I was there.
I'm just telling you where to start.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I just did see a little bit of that video.
Is Stone
It's pretty good.
frozen, or is he, or is this like the end of a sitcom?
He's sneezing. It's in the middle of a sneeze.
It's that Manhattan internet.
He's back.
The Manhattan internet has COVID. All right, pens down, people. Let's start with Joe Bob. What do we got?
Again, I guess a Jaguar.
You're very close, but incorrect, sir.
Whoa! Dang.
1,300. Christian, what'd you get?
You got nothing.
Teespring.
Jamie, what'd you get?
I wrote Tiger.
Again, close. You guys are on the right strip, but you're wrong.
Ah, darn.
So you have lost 200, so you're at 1,500. So before, when I didn't take enough away. Steak sauce. What do we got? Steak sauce is correct.
Wait up, Steak Sauce.
Dangerously cheesy.
Please pull your answer up again, Kenneth. Did you put the subtext for the actual snack?
Yeah.
He should get like 20 extra bucks for that.
I'm gonna come back to steak sauce in a second, but Jay, what did you have?
Man.
Well, I spelled it wrong, but I said cheetah. I forgot the H at the end.
I'll let the group decide. Are we accepting
Take it.
that?
No,
Take it.
not accepting
Take
it.
it. No,
I'm playing dirty. You want to leave it up to me? God damn it! Not accepting
Okay.
it.
It seems like only one did not want to accept it.
I'm not good at
I feel
spelling.
bad.
guys. Sorry.
All right. So steak sauce. Have you seen Wild Beasts?
God, no.
Okay. So wait, we're gonna take a commercial break here. So guys, the plot of Wild Beasts is that PCP makes it into the zoo's drinking water, and all the animals take PCP and then go on a rampage through the city. That's the whole plot.
God.
So I
So-
need to watch this movie, is what you're
yeah.
saying.
If you want to see elephants take out a grammar school, you want to see this film. If you want to see a
Hell
cheetah
yeah.
chase down a Volkswagen Bug, you can see this film. If you want to see real rats set on fire for the sake of the film, you need to see this film.
Aw.
Good Lord,
So-
man.
On that note, I'm leaving to go watch this movie.
It is, by the way, by the makers of Mondo Africa, so that shouldn't surprise you that they set real rats on fire.
Sounds like it'd be a great double bill with Roar.
Oh no, nothing beats Roar. Roar is the
I
ultimate motion
love-
picture.
Roar
Roar.
is just, it's a masterpiece.
Roar.
It's
Roar's
insane.
amazing. Question 8. We're almost out of the category, guys. What are we doing?
See if I can get back to 0.
Oh God.
We got twos on top. Stone, I didn't see a finger. You give me a finger, dude? What's going on?
Oh.
Okay. Twos on top. All the rest are at 1. Michela Suave's directed this film, at first meant as Demons 3, from a story by Fulci collaborator Dardano Sacchetti and a screenplay by Dario Argento. Name it.
God damn it. I don't know about.
Michela Suave directed this film, at first meant as Demons 3 from a story by Fulci collaborator Dardano Sacchetti and a screenplay by Dario Argento? Name it.
One of like 5 Demons 3s.
Correct. This was the one that was actually from the right producers, though.
Not as good as Black Demons.
Black Demons is a
You
fascinating
can't say
film.
that. It's 2020.
Black Demons Lives Matter.
Black Matters Demons. Sounds like a disco track, doesn't it?
I'll just say about the whole thing. It turns me off from the news almost immediately.
All right, so 10 seconds. Pens down. Steak Sauce is on a roll, so I'm going to start with him.
Shouldn't have. I got some kinda, and then ran out of time, so nothing.
Well,
No,
some kind of wasn't going to get you to the
nothing
right place. So you're at
Some
1,400.
kind
sir?
of wonderful.
I
That
thought
is
it was
that's a horror show for me. Jay, what do we got?
So
You
the
hate
church-
that movie.
And Jay has earned himself. Where are you, man? There you go.
Back at 0.
He's back
I
at
didn't think-
2,000.
Damn,
I
the
didn't think that
church.
was the one.
It's
God
the church.
damn it.
Stone. Stone.
Come on, Sam.
Demon Warp. Demon Warp.
Demon Warp is a good film, but it's not actually a good film.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
1,400. Joe Bob.
I got nothing.
Joe Bob is clearing the deck of all sanity. 1,200, sir. Christian Hanna Horror. The Church.
Yeah, I was surprised Stingray got that.
Does someone want to check Christian's earpiece? Make sure he's not getting.
I think go
Help from
Devon
the
Graham.
evangelist's
I will
wife.
call
He's in the zone. He's in the zone.
Devon Graham is feeding them answers. I do want to say though, just for posterity, that was my initial guess was the church, but I figured that was the wrong Demons 3. And the only reason that I do know that is because recently I watched the Joe Bob Briggs version of Demons. And as you know, he's liable to go on a long-winded rant, and he went through the whole history of everything that they did. So
That was actually how I got my nickname.
just for posterity.
I
Yeah.
understand. So Jamie Michelle.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I should have known that one.
Stupid.
You lost 200, so you're at 1,300.
I'll get yelled at by my mom later. She already yelled at me about the last time.
I thought she would get yelled at you because you didn't go to church.
She was so mad about the Dracula question.
Oh.
And my best friend Matt was too. He wrote right to me right after and was like, "What's wrong with you? You couldn't get Dracula?" I'm like, "Shut up."
Shut up.
Yeah.
I went to the
Hey.
New Kids concert. That's what I can talk about.
Oh.
I'm kind of camp.
So what are we doing for the next? Christian's doubling down. What's your bid, guys? What's your wager? Stone? There we go. Everyone is at 1 except for Mr. Hanna. Now, Mr. Hanna, you get this right. You will be at $3,000.
Gotta go
you will-
big.
At that point, you will be $1,000 away from your next competitor.
You gotta go G next.
No whammies. No whammies. No
All right,
whammies.
I'm just saying. Hey, Jay, you're in second place. How does that feel, man?
Back
No?
by $900, so not too great.
Okay, well, I believe in you, man, and the chat believes in you. Booyah Omega, released in America as Beyond the Darkness, is a Joe D'Amato film about necrophilia, voodoo, murder, and disco dancing. Who performed its notable musical score? Remember the category, people.
Could you please repeat the question?
Yeah.
Booyah Omega, known in America as Beyond the Darkness, is a Joe D'Amato film about necrophilia, voodoo, murder, and disco dancing. Who performed its notable score? Oh my God, Christian's getting cocky as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be making my way down to Louisiana tonight, I think.
He's trying to make Louisiana into the horror capital of the world, but he has to fight his way through Jersey first.
Just trying to represent the 318. That's all I'm trying to do.
He is known as the Lake Pontchartrain Massacre Man.
For someone who lives in the Bayou State, he's pretty good.
They have real alligators there, not like your wimpy Florida alligators that only occasionally eat someone. You don't even know when someone eats one in the bayou.
Florida alligators are swimming in pools and shit. They've really lost the plot. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder who has the worst alligator problem, Louisiana or Mississippi?
Georgia has them. I know that because my aunt made me go to this park and literally there were alligators like right there, and I was freaking out. I was like, I'm not eating there. She's like, well, go eat in the car then.
My mom has a friend that lives in Georgia, so
yeah, I did
So ever
not
since
like
you
that.
said Disco Lauren, I've had the music from Borat stuck in my head, and it's driving me insane.
Don't lie. That's not the scene from Borat you have in your head. All right, so let's start off. Ms. Christian Hanna Horror, what do you got?
One of the greatest bands in the world, quite frankly.
And Goblin is the correct answer.
son of a bitch.
I haven't seen the movie. I just love Goblin so much. I literally look up everything they ever did, and that rang a bell.
Jamie?
I didn't answer anything. I should have known that one though.
So you're back to 1,200. Saucy. Brings it up with the Goblin. Gains $100. Mr. Ray, the Sting.
I knew it, but I couldn't think of it.
I almost had that problem.
Jay put Good Charlotte.
So, what do you got?
Said Neil Bob.
The OJs.
That's a good chance.
The Love Train. No.
Love Train's kick ass, man. I don't care what people say.
All I
you
kept
got-
thinking of was Tangerine Dream.
Yeah.
Love trains are not
Goblin.
legal in every
Tangerine,
state. I'm
okay.
saying. Joe Bob, what do we got?
Please don't kill me. Village people.
1,100, sir. You're in the rear.
I had a
of-
feeling somebody was going
You're
to.
in the rear of the
I
Love
had a
Train right
feeling.
now, so you need to pick up those feet.
Hey,
Tim said that's the best spot.
I bet 200.
What are we doing, everyone?
No. I previously bet 200.
Oh,
So
I'm
he'd
sorry.
be at
He would
3,100.
be at 2,800.
100, yeah.
2,800.
Is that right, everyone? Now? Is everyone happy?
Yeah.
All right. What do we got here?
100.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a hint. This might be the easiest question of the category.
Well, you should have did
I
that
hope you're
first.
right. With increase,
I don't have
Anyone changing?
200.
intestinal fortitude, so
Okay.
I'll stick at 1.
Okay.
Bob's going 2.
You
He's
see me,
going
right?
200.
I see the 4, and I see Stone at 2. Considered by many to be the last great film of the Italian gore gothic cycle, Michele Soavi's Della Morte dell'Amore was released in America under a different title. Here it's known as...
I know it.
Yes.
I tipped you off, guys.
This was not an easy
question
DVD to
one more
track
time,
down,
please.
by the way.
Oh,
I
the
hope
German
I'm right.
disc is easy to find, and it's the best looking of the bunch.
I've got the American.
Now, don't
USA.
it's not even the right
USA.
ratio aspect.
It's on the disc.
And, Christian, the German disc also, as a bonus feature, has the 3D version.
Oh, Lord. I'd try to check that down now.
All right,
So nothing about
From
that
Dragon
freaking
Entertainment.
version. I'm real excited about.
pens down. We're going to start this off with Mr. Stone Gassman.
Back to 1,000.
Stone is not even fighting the fight at that point. He's just saying
No.
1,000. Joe Bob, what do we got?
Lucky Gas, Opera.
Opera is unfortunately incorrect. You did bet 200, correct?
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
So
that's
you are
fine.
at $900, sir.
Ugh.
Steak sauce.
Amen, steak sauce.
But he
More
did
like, kill me
stay
now.
his bet. So he's only at 1,400. Jay, what do we got?
It's the Symmetry Man.
And that would be the correct answer.
Yay.
What's the name?
Now you were 200 or one?
No, just one.
One. You're back up to 2,000, sir.
He-
I
Jamie?
really wish I would have bet more. The Cemetery Man.
And you stuck at 100 too?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought that was a bluff, Lauren. I thought you were trying to fake us out there.
Cemetery Man.
Yeah, well, you don't trust me, you pay the price. That's all I can say. Christian, what do we got there? If you get this wrong, I'm not going to be happy with you. Cemetery Man. He
I'm
bet
smart enough to know
for
that I'm an idiot. So
He bet 400.
Trust you or
That's
not.
pretty good.
3,500. So let's recap the first section of the show. Christian leads us at 3,500. Jay the Stingray is back at 2,000 straight. Steak Sauce is in third place with 1,400. Jamie, 1,300. Stone, 1,000. And Joe Bob at 900. So this next section here, guys.
Lauren, I'd like to say there's nothing wrong with bronze.
For this next section, guys, keep in mind that you want to be within striking distance during the third round, when ultimately $2,000 worth of answers are possible in one question. So you need to be within striking distance of 2,000 of Christian, so that if he gets nothing, you can overtake him. So unfortunately, $100 bids might not get you there the whole way through. So play strategically. The next category is the 2000s remake cycle.
This is a great time in horror.
I think I do a bit better than this one.
All right. So, what are we all bidding on the first question of the category?
Give me two, Daddy.
$100, baby.
Okay. Jay and Joe are at 1. The rest of you are at 2.
200.
I want to feel you out here. I don't know what direction you're going with these questions. I want to see what you're doing first.
Live on YouTube?
2002's The Ring substituted out Sadaka Yamamura for a character named Samara. What was her last name?
I'm mad because I know this, and I'm gonna get really mad when I hear it.
Everyone give a round of applause for Mr. Overing. He is happy that he got one right.
Damn.
Terrific. We start off with a movie I have not seen in 18 years. So,
Yes, exactly.
And Jacob is saying he doesn't know this one. He knew all the Italian stuff, but this is the one that trips him up.
Hell yeah. It's awesome.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nobody knows the stupid little girl's little name. Name.
Maybe they shouldn't have changed the
I'm glad.
character. Maybe they shouldn't have remade it then. All right, pens down. Christian, we're going to start with you up top. What?
I think I got this. I think it's Morgan.
You don't have it.
It is
Damn
Morgan.
it.
Oh, cute, dude.
Oh, I'm so mad. I
You went with
knew it.
200.
This is my era, man. I grew up with this stuff.
Jamie, you look like you don't want to answer.
Because I knew it, and I knew it, but I knew I didn't know it. Oh, no.
Okay, you're at 1,100. You lost the 200 on that.
I know.
Sauce.
I'm pissed off I had to spend
I guess
any money on
the
that
other-
horse shit.
Yokohama. Unfortunately, she's a little American girl in the
well, that
crappy
is-
version.
God.
So you
That's
you
the-
bid 2
That's
as well.
The Japanese translation.
Oh, I see.
In Japanese. is
Stone, you had your board up. So what did you have?
Oh, Taylor.
Unfortunately, drill bit Taylor is not the correct answer.
Yes.
800.
That was actually the best thing
800.
John Hughes ever
Okay.
did.
Jay, where were you at?
I think this is actually a better last name. I said Jenkins.
I like that. Jenkins is
Samara
awesome. It's kind of a Scooby-Doo name.
Uh,
You only bid 100?
Roscoe Jenkins.
100.
I was just thinking Roscoe Jenkins. We do like a
Only
parade
Jenkins I
Roscoe
know
Jenkins.
is Bob Jenkins. And
Joe Bob, what do you got?
what up with the Japanese name? I'm sorry, but Suzuki.
Suzuki.
It was
a
actually
great car
Yamaha.
and it was a great car and a very good guitar, but it is not the correct answer.
Yeah, I know.
You're down to 8.
I think Joe Bob and I are about to get canceled.
All right.
All I
Next-
could think was weaving for some reason. Morgan. Mm.
Yeah.
Because Samara Weaving.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
Oh,
why.
there you go.
Christian's already putting 3 on the table. What say the rest of you?
I'm 0 for 11. I got to get something.
What are we wagering? 5 from the J Stingray. do you
Jesus
got?
Christ, Jay.
What do you do? 2 from Steak Sauce. Okay. In,
God
2000,
damn it, he said it that way.
in 2007's The Hitcher, Sean Bean plays the title character whose name is...
Hey.
Uh,
Do we need first and last name?
Yes. So writing Bob is not going to work out for you.
Yeah, no shit.
Christian, stop that. Get that smile off your face. Look at that.
I'm so jealous of Christian right now because he knows
Damn.
everything.
I'm obsessed
I
with
wanna
all
know
these
everything.
remakes. I love
of
this
course he
era.
knows
more.
everything.
It's just I've seen this one once.
I love
Once,
it. I love
and
this
I
movie.
cannot remember it all.
I want to see the original because I've heard that original is so cool.
The original was good.
I like the remake so much more.
Do you?
Because
I'm gonna have to
Love
Said
read
it.
one person ever.
Mainly because Gene and
I love it.
Cisco hated it.
Tell you what movie I love, The Hitcher 2.
It's better than the remake.
I've
All right.
I haven't seen the
Hands
remake.
down.
But
Jamie, lead us off here.
I got nothing.
And you, what did you bid?
100.
So you're down to 1,000. Sauce. Weeb Eubanks. I don't think that's how you actually spell Eubanks either. Now you bid 2, correct?
In this case, it is, yes. I did bid 2. So,
Jay,
old football coach.
But John Stone.
you got half of it right, but it's not enough to get you there. You bid 2?
5.
5, that's right.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ,
What
man.
you gotta do, guys? You see the score?
Damn.
You gotta either go big
In the
or
words of Ron Simmons,
So
damn.
sorry, man. Stone.
I'm down to 600, unfortunately.
Stone at the 600 point. Joe Bob.
That's another random name, Mark Williams.
And how did that play out for you, do you think?
Not too good.
So you bid 100, correct?
Yeah.
700. And Christian will take us home. John Effin Ryder is correct.
John Ryder, wow.
The name is not real clever considering that he's
creative. Yeah.
but now you bid 3. Am I correct?
Yeah.
He's at 4,000, guys.
God damn, Christian.
All right. Third question in the remake era. What are we
100.
wagering? Holy Christ. Sauce? Sauce, what are you wagering? Someone sends smoke signals out to Steak Sauce.
I think he's back now.
Everyone was working but you. You froze on me. So I'm going 100.
100?
Hey.
Okay, so Jay's the big bidder here at a straight 1,000. Okay.
The way he's
Nice
going,
one,
he's going to
Christian.
be bankrupt before me.
Ready, everyone?
Yes.
Who starred as Nell Barrows in Toby Hooper's criminally overlooked remake of the Toolbox Murders?
Never seen it.
I've never seen that.
And I know half of the cast from the original.
Repeat it, just in case.
Who starred as Nell Barrows in Toby Hooper's criminally overlooked remake of the Toolbox Murders?
Jeez. I'm just taking a guess.
Jay, there seems to be confusion. Should you be at 14 or am I right at 13?
I said 5 before. I think that's correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure no one's thinking I'm cheating you. All right. Pens down. Joe Bob, what do you got?
Justin Long.
I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but I'm going to suggest that he didn't. You bid 100, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Stone, what do you got?
And Ramsey.
That would be a true crime author. 500, sir. Jay, this is your big bid.
I really hope this is right. Sherry Moon Zombie. No?
And it got very quiet.
Oh,
Jay!
Is that not right?
One good way to know if Sherry Moon Zombie was in a movie is if Rob Zombie directed it.
Yeah.
Is that Lauren? Come on, is that right?
It is not correct, sir.
Fuck.
Sauce?
He's frozen again, I think. Oh, there he is.
Saucy? My little
What's your
saucy?
answer? What's your answer, Steak Sauce?
We'll come back to him. Jamie,
I don't have an answer.
how much did you bid?
100.
You're down to 9.
At least I'm on top of Stingray.
Sauce, you alive with us?
Am I?
Well, you're not changing on screen. So what was your? Oh, there you go, Joanna Man. You guys are a
I don't know
very.
what the answer is.
So that's
I don't
100.
That's a really good movie. That's a really
Yeah, that was
good
100.
movie.
Okay,
I don't know.
Christian, take us home.
I don't know. I hadn't seen it.
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure Sherry Moon's in that movie.
Get out.
She is.
Are
She
you
is
lying?
in the movie. She's
She's
not the
in it?
lead.
Okay, so I'm not totally off base.
So you bid 3, Christian?
No, I bid 1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2000. He bid 2000.
Ask the chat. I bid 1. Promise, I bid 1.
He did.
So this is
That's
the
the
first
truth.
answer that I'm having to give you. The great Angela Bettis starred.
Oh.
Toolbox Murders.
I've heard that name before.
I don't know her.
her.
I don't know
Okay.
whoever that is by name.
May.
May. Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Okay, the 4th question in the remake cycle.
100.
I'm gonna go for 2.
2 on Steak, 2 on Christian. Jay, you got 300 to play with. He's putting 2 on the line. I got you, Jamie. You got the 1
Okay.
up there. In 2003's
Two.
Willard, Crispin Glover performs this cover song over the end credits.
What?
Oh, oh.
Think of the movie.
No.
I
Oh,
hate my life and I
okay.
want to die.
Okay.
I have no
Oh,
clue.
yeah.
I can just imagine Crispin Glover singing that a song.
All right, I'm just gonna take a guess. It's probably wrong.
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole, y'all.
100 gangs, I hope you die.
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot tallywhack. I'm sorry.
Oh, my. They make them that big in North Carolina?
Who knows?
May I go first?
In 5 seconds, you may.
I ain't
No
got
problem.
none.
All right, pens down. Stone wants to lead.
Bang it.
I can. Ben by Michael Jackson is the correct answer.
Hey,
Son of a
got one
fucking
right.
bitch.
You bid one.
It popped in my head.
Stone bid. You bid
Yeah, I
one.
bid one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're up to 600.
I bid one.
I hate that song.
Jay, what did we have?
I said Pied Piper.
Sort of, but no. So you're down to 100, sir.
We're actually correct. Warren. Thank you.
What? Steak sauce is frozen again?
Am I just don't move a lot.
What did you say?
200?
Ben Michael Jackson's what he said.
What did you say?
I bid 200 and I popped up the old Ben.
So you didn't get it?
No, I did get it.
You did get it. Okay.
He said Ben.
Yeah.
1100. Joe Bob?
I ain't touching a Christmas globe with a 10-foot dick.
I'm not sure there's such a thing as a 10-foot deck. I could be
There's
mistaken though.
no way.
Man, I
Jamie,
can't
we're not going to ask you a thing about 10-foot dicks. Just give us your answer.
Ben.
Ben
Wow.
is the answer.
God.
But you guys are
Michael
better.
Jackson.
And you bid one or two? One. You're back up to 1,000.
Oh, man.
Christian?
Oh, you know who Andrew loves, and I have to hear about it all the time.
How much did
He
you bid, sir?
loves- I think I just bid one.
Yeah, I think that's right. You're back up to 4,000, sir?
I feel sorry for you people that stuck around for the credit for that movie.
I love Michael Jackson, but I cannot stand that song.
I love Crispin Glover, and I love Michael Jackson, Joe Bob Tar Heel.
I love Michael Jackson.
I love Michael Jackson, but I hate that song.
I didn't even know that Crispin Glover could sing.
Oh, we put out an
Crispin
album on
Glover.
Restless Records in 1987.
Crispin Glover is a
Yeah,
god
I didn't
amongst
know that.
men.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
That's
God.
where Clowny Clown
Yeah.
comes from. That was
Oh,
his
I've
big
not
hit
heard
song.
that.
It's a classic.
I'm gonna have to check
And the
that out.
character in Clowny Clown is the character he went on Letterman as. And then he got kicked off Letterman for 10 years for trying to kick Letterman in the head.
I can kick.
Yeah, that was
Oh, I remember
I'll
that.
never,
But that character is in the music video for Clowny Clown.
I'll have to check into that.
Do I know too much about Crispin Glover? Is that possible?
It's all in a mashup. If you can find it on YouTube, it's all.
Isn't Crispin Glover set Letterman's couch on fire?
Who's Couch on Fire?
That was
Letterman.
Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know if Danny DeVito did it.
There's a short couch.
I do remember Crispin Glover being on there, which that YouTube is Crispin. Like he was on something when that happened.
All right. With this question, we go to the halfway point of this category. So what are we bidding?
Okay.
100.
Steak, you're going to have to tell us what you're bidding because we can't really see.
2.
2. Okay. So Christian and Steak are 2. Everyone else is 1. In 2008, Alejandro Ahe directed a remake of a 2003 South Korean film, but only retained a few key scenes. Name the movie.
In what year?
2008.
Oh.
This is a man who's made more than one remake in the cycle. But this is specifically a remake, almost in name only, of a South Korean film. Probably not thought of by most people as his finest hour.
Can I get bonus points for telling you the name of the South Korean film?
Is everyone on the panel okay with that?
No,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? No, we're not okay with that.
Sorry, Kyle.
$4,000.
Well, I'm not giving you $1,000. No, I'm sorry.
Agreed, baby.
All right, pens down. Let's start with Sauce since we are only going to hear him.
I didn't have shit down, so just give me 300 and we'll call it even.
Okay. He's a fair man. So, wait. So you bid 3, so you're losing 3? Is that what you're saying?
No, I only no. I bid 2, but I'm saying you just give me 3 and we'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
That's not how this works.
To your house.
That's what
That's
we
not how
call
this-
leveraging an offer.
Okay. Jay, what do we got?
Hope this is right. I said mirrors.
Mirrors is a negative space with a frame. That is correct, sir.
Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah.
So you're back up to 200, sir. Staying alive. Stone. Mirrors. Starring Kiefer, and it sucked.
Yeah, it did.
Would also be correct. You put 100 on the line, correct?
Sucked. Yeah.
Joe
After
Bob?
what I suffered in the
No,
theater
only
with that
thing
movie, I just
only-
learned more.
Only thing I guessed was one missed call. I know that's wrong.
Well, there was a remake of One Missed Call, but it's not the film we're talking about, nor was the original from the right country. Jamie.
I could only think of one movie of his, and it definitely isn't Korean. I wrote The Hills Have Eyes.
That is unfortunately untrue. You just bid one.
Yep.
Jeez Louise, Jamie.
Christian, before you raise your sign, how much did you bid again?
I think I just did one again.
Okay. And what does your sign say? The man with the biggest dry erase board. Mirrors, and it absolutely sucks. 4,100.
Yeah, that is a piece of shit, by the
Far
way.
in advance. Yeah, it's a messy film. It's not very good. They made a
the Mirror,
sequel.
I haven't seen the original, but I've seen bits and pieces.
I'd
Into
rather
the
watch
Mirror.
a midnight movie 5 times in a row than watch Mirrors.
Can't argue with that. Can't
Remember
disagree with
I-
that.
The original was, as Jay just said, Into the Mirror. And it's not actually it's better than Mirrors, but it's not exactly a classic in its own right. I'm not sure why it gathered enough steam to get a sequel remake in America, but it's whatever, it happened. We live with it. There's a direct-to-video sequel that's just as bad. All right, question number 6. What are we going with, people? Hold your fingers up.
I gotta get at least a base hit because I'm fucked if I don't.
Sauce. Steaky.
Yoo-hoo!
Steaky.
SS? No, that's wrong. Can't say that today.
Steaky wakey.
Okay, the sauce is I guess not playing this round. So we got 3 from. Oh, he just disappeared.
Uh-oh.
That Usenet went out.
3,000.
He
No,
has joined.
3
He has joined forces. He has
Shades of
joined forces
Heartbreaker.
with Heartbreaker. They're gonna tag team this one, I guess. And he's trying to come back. Hey, sauce.
Here we go.
Yeah, we can. You look a lot better too.
Oh, thanks.
Well, now you're kind of janky. How much are you bidding on this one?
Oh, shit. What do we got? 900 left? Or 700? I don't remember.
You were at 7, I believe. I have to change your name because you came back in.
Yeah. Give me 2 on this one.
All right. The South Korean film.
Here we go again. Goddamn South
so
Korean
much.
shit. Jesus Christ.
The South Korean film A Tale of Two Sisters fared somewhat better when it was remade in 2004 under this title.
I think I know this one.
Repeat the question.
The South Korean film A Tale of Two Sisters fared somewhat better when it was remade 2004 under this title. Trolls World Tour. Not to movie theaters. It toured everywhere but movie theaters. Chris like 77, I'm just going to say that there's no rights problems with the existing movies. It's just with future derivative properties. So the box set is not affected by the lawsuit in the least. Nor will it affect where the money from the box set goes back to. All right, let's finish up our drawings, friends. And Christian, let's start us off.
Well,
And you bid
Ain't got
2?
nothing.
You bid,
Ain't got nothing.
Christian, what'd you bid 2?
I think you bid 3 on that one.
I bid
Three?
I bid 3.
300.
3. 3,800. Jamie.
I bid 1 and I wrote The Uninvited.
Which is correct.
Son of a bitch.
Back up to 1,000.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Joe Bob. Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
man.
I'm not sure what yeah really means.
It's
What'd you,
Country Song from 2003.
That's all what yours was.
I saw that too.
all right. So
She's a stingray from last time.
okay. So you're at 300. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay, what are we doing?
You uninvited?
Buddy, you're climbing back out of hell, sir. I feel it coming, like a Phil Collins song in the 80s. Stone, what do you got?
Well, I'm pretty embarrassed to say, but I guessed The Grudge. So obviously I've never seen The Grudge.
That's what I had.
So you only bid 1, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only bid 1.
Yeah, I
And
bid 1 too.
Steak Sauce, what did we do, man? That was the other film that got remade that same
Jesus
year.
fucking Christ, steak sauce.
Steak Sauce taking us back to 2007.
Oh, never seen that video, but I've seen people's reactions. It's not pretty.
Was the
All right.
Was The Uninvited any good?
No.
I loved it.
No.
I hadn't
It's
seen
I
that.
compared to
loved
the
it.
original, it's like a fraction.
Oh,
I'll say this: at the time, I thought it was good. I didn't know it was a remake either. But I mean,
I've seen both
was-
versions, and
I
I
was a
like both
sweet
versions.
16-year-old boy. So
You
That's
did
what
what
your
to a
priest said.
16-year-old boy?
I know I was a sweet 16-year-old boy.
You were
Listen,
doing
guys.
what with a 16-year-old boy?
Christian,
Christian,
not,
Christian,
oh, this is not that kind of show.
Steak
Christian,
Sauce is officially canceled.
Christian, 16 is the legal age of consent in New Jersey. He said nothing wrong. Just leave him alone.
Yeah.
Stop hating.
damn.
Yeah, Mr. 13, age of consent boy. I know about Louisiana. I know what they're doing down there.
I think that's Alabama, but you're close.
What's
So-
the difference?
What? Love that shirt, dude.
Thank
What are
you.
we bidding on? Question number 7.
100.
100.
3 to Christian, 1 to everyone else.
Is it
I'm
Christian,
open.
is it another
Christian-
South Korean question?
Christian is still thirsty for this money.
Jesus Christ, Christian, that's a shit.
They'll do
Nicole,
anything for cash.
Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig starred in the 4th retelling of this classic Jack Finney novel.
Nicole Kidman and who?
Daniel Craig. So James Bond and the girl who should have drowned in that boat movie.
God,
I know what it is, but I can't remember its name.
I do too.
Dead Calm?
I wish I knew the year.
That's the boat movie. I hate that movie. I really hate. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I really dislike Nicole Kidman's performances in just about everything.
Except for Days of Thunder. I love her in.
No, everything.
Batman Forever, baby.
I thought she was good in The Beguiled, but pretty much everything.
She's shit in Batman Forever. Oh my god.
No, that movie's terrific. I don't give a shit what you say.
That was a strong reaction. All right. Pens down.
Got nothing.
Sauce, take us to church. What do we got?
I'm no hosier, but
Oh!
I think I'm right.
I think you might have to rework that answer somewhat to be right. Christian, what do we got?
Well, she is one of my crushes.
Even in that movie?
Yeah, man. I would. Are you kidding me? She's a queen.
That's the Body Snatchers remake, isn't it?
It is.
Mhm.
Jamie, what'd you get?
Wow.
The Invasion.
I was.
You just put 1 on the line?
Yeah.
Wow.
Joe Bob?
I'm frugal.
I had no idea. I got nothing. God.
For me, The Invasion is an awful wrestling pay-per-view from 2001.
It's a good wrestling pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Stone?
It's
Not bad.
terrible. Earl Hebner versus Nick Patrick. It's terrible.
That was a great match.
Survivor Series 01 was a good match.
Jay, what do we got?
I don't know if you'll give it to me. I just said Invasion.
I'm not going to penalize you over an article.
Invasion, comma the.
Wow.
All right.
That's crazy.
So we're at question number 18. There's just 3 more in the category.
I'm old for 17. I got bad at something.
Remember, guys, you need to be within $2,000 of Christian to have a chance here. So you might want to think about that over the next 3 questions. And then remember, in the final question, you can't lose ground.
Wait.
Sorry, guys, I'm going with the 1.
Hold on. You're saying you've got to. So we've got to have $2,100 right now to go forward.
Because there's only 20 possible correct answers to the final question. They're all both worth 100 apiece. So I'm saying you couldn't catch him unless you. So what I'm saying is,
you're saying to win. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, I'll do 1.
Unless you get from his bank.
well, no, but then you have to pay him back.
You can pay him back, yeah.
So
I'll pay you back next week, Christian.
So what is everyone's bid on this one?
Works.
100.
1.
Jay, 1.
Uno mas.
5 to Stone, and 5. Stone is the big bidder on this one.
I think Joe Bob Tarhill is going to have a Cinderella story about right now. He's coming back.
Stone knows what's up, man. That's how you got to play.
I hope so.
Larry Cohen said this remake of his 1974 cult favorite was a terrible picture. It's just beyond awful. And he's right.
Cohen, huh?
He is extremely right.
What year was the original?
Excuse me?
What year was the original?
74?
What was the name of the original?
That's not something I'm going to tell you.
I'm just taking a guess.
We'll go to you first then.
Oh.
All right, pens down. Joe Bob Tarhill.
Oh, please, Lord, let me get this right. Texas Chainsaw remake.
You are at $100, sir.
Okay.
Steak sauce.
Wrong, I know it, but I like the original.
I love the original.
Q, the winged serpent.
I said, have they remade Q yet?
They have not.
They don't need to.
Was it 1974?
No.
No, I was wrong.
No, that was
The only
82.
one I could think of.
Stone?
I was going to say,
The only one
I
could
thought
think
that
of.
was early 80s.
Stone, what do we got?
It is.
It's Alive is correct.
Oh.
He bid 5.
okay.
That brings him to
Sure.
1,300.
That's a big.
Oh, brother.
Shower.
Good bit. Good.
Good play. Jay, what do we got?
That's a lie.
It's Alive.
Wow.
It's
But you went softball on it.
It's alive.
You're at 5. Jamie.
I said Black Christmas, and that's because I hate
I
It's
love
Alive.
that movie.
I want to say they
You intentionally sabotaged yourself because you didn't like the film?
No, I am saying I have never seen the film, so I wouldn't have known that.
Who's seen that remake?
It's better than you think it is. The remake is worse than you think it is.
It's the
Christian,
premise. I can't deal.
I mean, of course, I know everything about It's Alive, but I put a question mark because I didn't know there was a remake of It's Alive. But I
it
knew
was
the
direct to
movie.
video.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
All right. Christian is leading the pack at 4,200. We got 2 questions left. Depends how you play it, guys. Depends how you play it.
So we got to have a bill to go forward to the last round, right?
You have to have at least $100.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Stone is going for 3.
How
One.
many questions do we have left?
2 questions in the round. 3 to Christian. Jamie said 1. 2 to Jay. I'm going to have to ask you guys. 2. Is that 2 steak sauce or are you giving me a gang sign?
Both.
Clifton. Joe Bob.
I only got 100, so I'm gonna go 100.
That would be the correct answer, sir.
If I get orc, that would be an honor.
41 years after the original film, Robert Zemeckis and Joel Silver reteamed for this, their second William Castle remake?
What year?
I did not give the year.
Okay, sorry.
41 years after the original film, Robert Zemeckis and Joel Silver reteamed for this, their second William Castle remake.
I should know this because I'm a huge Zemeckis fan.
We only produced.
It's not Polar Express.
Damn it, Jay. Yes, it is.
Which is not a bad movie.
I do consider that a horror film.
I always thought that there's a possibility that Polar Express might be a sequel to The Thing.
Oh. I saw that movie in the theater. That was pretty cool.
I've never seen that film. That surprises absolutely everyone here. You know that I see all the Christmas movies and everything with Tom Hanks. Oh, God.
You're a big family movie guy, I know.
I am. It's like where the red fern grows is like, tattooed on my soul. All right, pens down. We're gonna start with Jamie.
I got nothing.
Jamie's got nothing. What did you bid, ma'am?
1.
You're down to 900.
Yep.
Jamie, how do you still have so much money? What the hell happened here?
She's been
I've
very
gotten a few
conservative.
right, and I'm very frugal with my money.
Stone?
I think I got it.
13 ghosts would be the correct answer, sir. You bid 3?
That.
Wow. I'm out.
Wait a
Can I get
minute.
a bonus if I know the first remake?
You could. No, you can't. But you can answer it in a moment. What was the first remake?
All right.
Okay, Jay?
House on the Haunted Hill.
I said Wolfman.
Jay,
Jack.
This was tied to 13 Ghosts.
how much did you bid?
I bid 2.
2? You got 300, sir? Steak sauce? 13 ghosts.
Wow.
You bid 1?
I bid 2.
2?
Remember,
Ron,
thing said.
I can't remember anything.
you just gotta have to orc me because I know I got it wrong.
Well,
Beowulf.
I want you last, but Christian?
Well, I'm a little confused. I don't know because I know 13 Ghosts. I love that movie. I could have swore to God that was 1999 and we're doing 2000 horror remakes.
House on Haunted Hill was
1999.
1999.
That was 90.
13 Ghosts was
Terrific remake, by the way.
2001. Damn it. I got the years mixed up for those two. Crap.
So how much did you
I
bid?
thought I did too.
I think I did. Somebody in the chat, what did I do? I can't remember.
I think he did 3.
You did
Yeah,
Three is
probably so.
Yeah, 3.
3,000? I
Yep.
think it was 3,000.
Everything. And Mr. Joe Bob. What did
Bang
you
it,
choose?
orc.
Well, here's the thing. I considered giving you an orc, but I'm thinking that maybe we'll do something a little different for you.
Uh-oh.
So I just stopped right there in the parking garage, whipped it out.
Joe Bob, you are broke, sir.
That's fun.
So, Joe Bob, would you like to make a pilgrimage to try and get some loaned money?
While you guys are doing this, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
Did she answer the question?
She didn't know, I think?
I don't think she did.
I think we went to her first.
Yeah, because she still had a
I'll be right back, too.
Oh.
Yeah, me
you're
too.
losing your lenders, man.
I'll be back too.
I'm not going anywhere.
So who's singing a song to entertain the audience?
No, I think my bladder.
Where am I at, sir?
Bills for it, though.
Yeah,
If I had a backing band, I'd sing away. But
What's my total right now?
Oh, you're way off, man. You're at 600, not 1600. Right now, you're at 1600. You are, because you got It's Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're at 1600. You're in second place. You're in second place.
I got like the last 3.
I thought you were at 1,700 before this last question.
No.
Is that not?
No. I
He's at
dipped
1300.
way below 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At his low, he was like at 500 or something, right?
Yeah, I was.
Well, I got to get credit for going big, man.
Absolutely, and you're still in it.
I know
You're still in it.
Didn't
So-
play out, but
Joe Bob, here's the thing.
And I
really doubt Stone is going to lend you money because the truth is he needs everything he has to try and catch Christian. But you can ask him. Christian is really where you should be looking for the money. Because keep in mind, you have to pay him back whatever the agreement is. So it keeps you in the game. You probably can't catch him at this point.
That's fine. I'm having fun.
Well, you only get to play if you have money.
Yeah, I know.
So are you going to make a desperate plea to Jamie or Christian or Stone for some cash? There's only one question left, but if you get it wrong, you're in the same boat, right? So you really have to borrow 200 if you're going to borrow anything.
Okay.
So what do you say?
Can I borrow 200 for Christian?
Sure. I want you to play, and you don't have to pay me anything back.
Thanks,
You do
man.
not have to pay him back at all. This is a gift.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Ah, I love
Nice.
that.
You can't hide money.
I'm just curious, before we give again, who's down for Maximum Overdrive live commentary on the 25th?
A what?
That's Maximum Overdrive.
That seems
34th
pretty
anniversary.
random.
where was this generosity when I was charged like a 5% APR?
Well, listen, Jay, at the beginning of this stream, I explained that Joe Bob was going to worm his way into our hearts. So clearly that has happened. Or he's found some way to actually triangulate against you. One of the two. Okay. Final question of the second round. What are we bidding, people? Christian?
100. Oh, sorry.
Stone?
Big money Stone.
And Sauce is going to go for the 5. Sauce is a big roller on this one. He's putting it all on the line, but staying in the game for the finale no matter what. So very smart play. Aaron Eckhart and James Franco have cameos in this woeful 2006 remake.
Aaron Eckhart and James Franco.
I think the chat is all turned to Christian's favor, by the way. They all want to be on the side of the clear.
Oh, weird. Front runners. I always knew your audience was trash.
And
kidding, I love
Steak
you all.
Sauce suddenly has no support in the chat.
Come on, Steak Sauce.
I can't think of a movie that both of them had cameos in, only separate
neither.
ones.
That's because no one has ever watched this film more than once. But everyone has seen bits and pieces of it.
I bet you're wrong.
I bet I'm not. That I've seen that. Oh, you think you've seen it more than once?
No, I think I have fucking no idea what you're talking
I
about.
guarantee you've seen at least some of this movie.
And it is a
Get out
horror
the
film, right?
Starbucks while we're here.
It is a horror film in many, many ways. All right, pens down.
Hold on. Okay.
All right. Let's start with Steak Sauce.
Oh.
Steak Sauce is down to 100, but that keeps him in the game for the third and final chase round. Stone, what do you got?
I think I got it wrong, but I guessed The Stepfather.
That is not correct, sir. You bid 500?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hate that remake so much.
Jay, what are we doing?
All right. I changed my original answer because of what you were saying. I said Black Xmas.
Oh, it was a good choice, but it's the wrong answer. So you put only one on the line?
Two.
You put 2?
Jesus Christ, Jay.
100, he stays in the game. Joe Bob.
Language.
Joe Bob. Joe Bob, did you answer?
Oh. Ain't got shit, baby.
Either does the film. However, you still do have 100, so it's a little more than shit. Jamie.
I had a guess, but I didn't write it down. But my guess was The Wicker Man.
And I really wish you had written that down.
Oh,
you bid 100?
God.
Oh,
I didn't know Franco was in that.
I knew
Christian
Franco was in
Hanna
it. I
Horror.
didn't know Aaron Eckhart was in it.
The Wicker Man is
Not the
correct.
bees. Not the bees.
Ah, I'm so mad I didn't write it down.
Oh my
You
Here's what I'll
put two
tell
on the
you.
line?
I was
I
see,
thought for
Jamie.
sure.
I was with you. I wasn't sure, and I was like, I'm just gonna write it.
I don't remember Aaron
That
Eckhart
is-
being in
Me
it.
either. I remember Franco. I just
Yeah.
remember Franco.
That is a great
Ritter.
question.
He's at the train station. But Christian, you bid 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
3,900. All right. So this is where we stand going into the final question. Christian Hanna Horror has won the game. Let's just put that out there.
Yep.
It is actually
Dominated.
It is absolutely not possible for anyone to catch him. He's at 3,900. So right now we're fighting for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place.
Fighting for six.
Stone is in second place with 1,100. Jamie takes up third place at 800, and then we have a tie for the remaining places at 100 for Joe Bob, Jay the Stingray, and Steak Sauce. So in the chat, before we go forward, how you guys feeling about second place? Who's going to end up with it?
Joe Bob, Joe Bob, Joe Bob, Joe Bob.
It's anyone's game.
I think it's going to be Stone.
Well, let me give you the category, and then we'll see how the panel feels. The final
Maximum Overdrive is the category, Joe Bob.
Okay, so for our final chase, the category is
Fried chicken.
Yes. Oh my God.
What is that?
Who was best boy grip?
Exactly.
My nephew's part of the team.
Who was
he was
the
here.
line
So-
producer for the final chapter?
get ready, people, because you'll have 2 minutes on the clock.
Good.
There are 20 possible answers.
Name as many.
Name as many characters that appear on screen in 1980's Friday the 13th as you can. There are 20 possible answers, each worth $100.
Question, real quick. Nothing
Yes.
crazy. Characters from the script, not actors.
Characters from the script,
Okay.
not actors. They must
First and
appear
last
on screen. And time starts now.
First and last name?
If the characters have first and last names in the credits, yes. If they do only have a first name, that's all you're going to give.
I hear some people.
Stone, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't see anything. It just froze up.
We can see you. You're fine.
But I can hear you. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I can see you.
All right.
$30 seconds remaining.
I didn't even hear the question.
It was on screen.
Ugh, yeah, it just
Na-
froze up completely.
So
I didn't see anything.
name as many characters that appear on screen in 1980's Friday the 13th as you can. There are 20 possible answers, each worth $100.
Oh,
We're gonna
great.
extend it.
Okay.
We're going to extend it by another minute so that Stone can at least play.
Jesus.
Gibbs just wants us all to know that he's still with Jay. And Jacob McCullough wants to know, was Gordon thrown out the window? Did he jump? Does anyone give a shit?
I really actually care. I've got a 6-part series on Christian Hanna Horror about that coming up.
I've always wanted to know,
I don't think it's possible to throw a dog nose first out a window. That he'll actually
Yes,
go out.
it is. I've done it.
Okay, steak sauce just got banned from everything.
I'm calling the authorities.
All right, Stone, have you been able to write? Stone, I guess Stone's just out.
Aww.
Damn.
Stone,
Yes.
were you able to write?
Yeah, I was able to write. I got them all written down.
Okay, hold off. Everyone's pens down.
Yeah.
Stone,
Yes.
read me your list and show your list, and then read me it.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. Read it to me.
Jack, Marcy, Ned, Alice, Steve, Christy, Annie, and Mrs. Pamela Voorhees. That's 7.
So, although her name is not given as Pamela in the film, I'm going to accept it. That gives you $700 correct dollars worth of correct answers.
Damn.
Okay.
Which puts you at $1,800. Jay, what did you get?
Okay.
Show the board and then tell.
I've got Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees, Alice, Frank, Steve, Bob. I wrote Frank again, apparently. Jenny.
Okay, wait. We got to stop a little bit. This was specifically about 1980s Friday the 13th. So we have Pamela Voorhees is correct. Jason Voorhees is on screen. Alice is on screen. I'm not familiar with Frank in 1980s.
I wrote him down twice.
Okay. What's the other side? Steve. Well, unfortunately, he does have a last name in the credits.
Oh shit. Okay.
And what's the rest of that list? Bob, Frank, and Ginny. So you added $300 to your total.
Hold on, I have more.
Oh, okay.
I said Mike and Sue.
Got you good, Susie.
None of those are characters from Friday the 13th. So
No,
did
no
add
Frank in there, huh?
no Frank in there. So you did add $300 to your total. $400. That'll about pay for the new box set, right? Joe Bob, what did you write?
I got a bunch of names.
Okay, let me see the list.
Let's go, Joe Bob Tar Heel. Fill it up, baby.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see it. Read them off to me.
Tommy,
No.
Brad,
No.
Drake,
No.
Pamela, Jason, Michelle, Jen, Ben, Dean, Samantha, Monty, Josh, Jacob, Bonnie, Lundy, Bob, Mike, Jack, Gene, Andrew, Greg, Renee, Tina, David, Melissa, Philip, George, Ron, Randy, Angie, and Joey.
And they are all correct.
I love Philip.
Great
Philip.
strategy, man.
Philip is the star, man.
You see what you did to me, man? Jesus Christ. So he did say Jack. And that is one correct answer. So, sir, you are up to 200.
Hey!
I'm sorry, I cannot accept Jason or Pamela because they both have last names, and Pamela is not actually in the end credits listed.
Yeah.
It's Mrs. Voorhees.
Darn.
Steak sauce. Can you show me your list and then read it off? I have a feeling you got more than anyone else. Go for it, sir.
So I got Enos, which is a truck driver.
Yep,
Anyone
Enos.
didn't know.
Yep.
Steve
Yep.
How
Christie.
far is that, Enos?
Yep. Steve Christie.
Yes.
I did go Pamela Voorhees.
I'm accepting
Jason
that.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Jeez.
Alice, Bill, and Ned, and I can't think of that fucking diner waitress. But I know that because there's actually online. There's like a little paper doll you can make.
That's correct.
And I've made her. I actually have pictures of her on my social media somewhere.
I really don't want to know what
think
you've
of her
done with this
goddamn name.
paper doll.
Oh, nothing. I made it as a goof because
So-
it's one of the most ridiculous looking.
Well, her name was Sandy.
Damn it!
It was Sandy.
Her name was
I hate
Sandy.
everyone.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Okay. 900.
2 1/4, and that's
You're at
it.
900 now, sir.
Oh, that's all right.
Jamie.
I have 10.
Okay, let's go.
I have Alice, Bill, Pamela Voorhees, Brenda, Ralph, Steve without his last name, Marcy, Ned, Jason, and Annie.
That's 9, correct?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 9 correct because I don't get Steve, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like insert generic white person name, right?
Christian Hanna Horror, who's already won the game.
Man.
Pamela
Okay.
Voorhees, Crazy Ralph, Alice Hardy, which I don't think anybody said her last name, Jason Voorhees, Annie, Bill, Steve the Machine Christie, Marcy Cunningham, who Sean gave her his last name in the film, Brenda, and Ned Rubenstein. I could have butchered the spelling on that.
And you did.
So I believe that's 9 correct answers. So I will say that those last names for most of those characters come from the novelization afterwards, but I'll accept them anyway because you got the first names right, and that's what appears in the credits of the film. So that's an additional 9. That brings you to $4,800 as our clear winner for the episode. So don't anyone go anywhere. We just got to give Christian his fair reward.
Well, this looks kind of weird. I'm erasing. I'm not doing anything weird.
Now, in second place for the evening, we have Mr. Stone Gassman. Just a second. Stone, unfortunately, second.
Off the Grill podcast coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck you on.
Just
Oh,
like John Wick. Just like John Wick. Thorhill wanted to stab you with a pencil.
I want to shout out Big Fat Rock in the chat there. You've heard of Victory Lap, but this is a Victory Lap. That's
pretty great.
That's grade A stuff there.
This is pretty great. I will note that I expected a lot more bankruptcies. So I of course had the Piz bankruptcy. I also did have the return of the Orc bankruptcy, which is available. And then I had ultimately, I was a little bit worried that if I needed 3, I'd have to put up something like that.
Oh,
oh man. No pussy tonight.
Speak for yourself, sir. Speak for yourself.
Well, I'm not getting any of that either.
I'm not even going to say anything more because this becomes a different show.
Joe Bob, we're going to get you on the Firefly Family Podcast. You'd fit right in.
Extra love, Jamie points if you know what my shirt is from.
Leslie, no!
Christian. He gets my love.
Anyone know where my shirt's from?
Okay. It's from Jersey, dude. That's all that matters.
Sort of.
Email me private messenger. My Twitter account's suspended.
Whoa. Wait a second. I got to remove everyone for a second here, except for... Because the world wants to know, what exactly did you do to get yourself suspended?
You really don't want to know.
I do want to know. This is your chance to clear the air.
I can just say this, and that I'll leave it there. Eat shit and die.
That shouldn't have got you banned.
But it did.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? Is that a good reason to ban someone?
Ban from what again?
What's your
Twitter.
email?
It's not a good reason, but because he said die, that will absolutely get you kicked off of Twitter.
What's your email, Joe Bob Tar Heel?
I'm certainly not talking.
Not gonna air it on the live stream. Once we out, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Do you have an agent?
I wish.
No, you don't. You really don't want an agent. That's a whole different nightmare scenario. So first of all, I want to thank I want to thank the entire panel, and I want to go down the line, let everyone know where they can keep up with all things in your sphere. So, Stone, how can people continue to interact with you?
Twitter, just at StoneGasman on Twitter.
Awesome, Mr. Steak Sauce.
Twitter at Off the Grillcast. As I said, the podcast is coming soon. When I don't know, but soon.
What will be the subject of the podcast?
Whatever is in my brain at the time.
Sounds like a very dangerous podcast.
Oh, it will be.
Jay, you have a ton of things going on, so how can people keep up with you?
Well, I'd say keep an eye on the Sausage Factory, see what's going on with that. Maybe some announcements coming soon. Just started a new show called The Final Dungeon. Check that out.
Which is actually good.
Just go to my Twitter, Jay the Stinger.
Which is actually good, is what Bob said.
I'm a gamer, so what can I say?
So, all right. Joe Bob, where can people keep up with you? Obviously not Twitter.
Facebook, Joseph Perdue. My YouTube channel is Joe Bob Tar Heel. It's pretty much about retro advertising and whatnot.
Jamie.
You can find me at Twitter and Facebook, both at Jamie Kisses. And you can watch me every Sunday. I'm on Coffee Time, Twin Peaks Coffee Time, 2 p.m. Eastern U.S. time.
Whereas I show up at the end of an episode in the comments, and then immediately it goes off the air.
We had been on 3.5 hours. I think that was
I wasn't awake for any of that, though.
Shit.
No, well, you can go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, but you could have done it live for me again, all over.
Oh, yeah, we could have. It was actually a really good show on Sunday.
If I get the chance, I will definitely revisit it.
Mr. That's something.
Wait. Mr. Christian Hanna Horror, you've now won 2 episodes of this show.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feel good. Confident. Had a good game. It's like the Slumdog Millionaire thing again, man. I mean, you get just my stuff is documented. Go back and watch the Sausage Factory. I asked questions upon questions about these Italian movies, and what did I do? I went and I watched them, and I remember things. So, it's just studying, so to speak, or not necessarily studying, but just watching films and looking up this stuff. I love Dr. Freudstein. He's one of my favorite villains in a horror movie. Great look, great character. Came to me like that. So.
How can people keep up with you?
Yeah, if you just search Christian Hanna Horror, Instagram, Twitter, obviously the YouTube, you can find me on all that. Also, with Firefly Family Podcast, my buddy Andrew, we do a weekly show. I go live every Friday night with him on the Firefly Family Podcast. You guys look that up. And onlyfans.com/Christian Hanna.
Yeah.
So.
That's the most popular of the bunch.
I'm just kidding about that, people.
I didn't even know
No,
some of
no.
that stuff was legal to sell
About to
online.
subscribe, man.
For the record, just so no one calls me out in the comments later, the names of the characters that were acceptable answers for Friday the 13th is Alice, Bill, Marcy, Brenda, Jack, Ned, Annie, Steve Christie, Enos, Sergeant Turney, Crazy Ralph, Barry, Claudette, Sandy, Mrs. Voorhees, Jason Voorhees, Trudy, Nurse, Officer Dorf, and Doctor.
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 There's a guy in the chat,
Dr. Love.
Borderline 11. He's saying I'm a disappointment. Well, brother, I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to play the home version than to get on here and actually, put your
word
where your mouth is.
That is an awesome transition. Because if anyone wants to join us for the next episode, which will be an August edition, probably the middle of the month on a Monday like this, please reach out to me. It's not hard to find me. You can leave a comment in any of my videos. I will get back to you and give you a way to reach out to me. My email is visitedbyvoices@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter as Lauren Dixon. I'm easy to find. Smoke signals work, personal messenger, but if you come on my property, I probably will shoot you. So anyone who wants to on the show, I am completely open to it. Mr. Hanna, are you willing to defend your crown another time in a month?
Yeah.
The enthusiasm was blinding.
I'm coming back again, so I'm gonna try.
But here's something I really want to happen. Like, these people are my friends. I want to embarrass Pizzelle. I want to embarrass him.
Hey.
Well, I invited him. I explicitly invited him.
He's scared.
He and his lady had taken off to celebrate his birthday, so he wouldn't be around today.
Do they allow blow-up dolls in restaurants?
Oh, it's bang.
dude, they don't allow any of us in restaurants at the moment.
Well, no, that's the one thing. That's the one place we're allowed is restaurants. No matter how fancy the restaurant, they can't kick us out, baby.
With the COVID thing, man, you have to take everything
COVID
out.
thing,
Eat it on a
Jesus
freaking
Christ.
picnic table outside the place.
We can eat. Oh, that's right. Jersey can't. Do you realize? I was in Buffalo a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure you can eat in restaurants.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
crazy. Like
In
they're
some
so
places.
far ahead of us. Like, yeah. I mean, I was out in the middle of nowhere. I wasn't like in Buffalo, so I was like rural.
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
much hillbilly land. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Governor Murphy. We appreciate it.
I'll give out my email address.
Thank you, Joe Bob Tar Heel.
The letter J, Purdue, PERDUE 956@gmail.com.
And please, no one sign him up for a bunch of inappropriate email chains or spam.
Exactly.
No one just put his email address somewhere it does not belong.
Yeah, if you
Don't
do,
do
I'm
any of
coming
that.
after you with my melee weapon.
That kinda
Two
scares
girls,
the
one
shit out
cup
of me, to be honest.
fan 95 at rocketmail.com.
There are many uses for a VPN, but clearly that's the most. So we had a question very early in the chat that I wanted all of us to address before we leave. So obviously the big news today was the Friday the 13th box set getting finally announced, and a lot of people who had gag orders on them finally being able to talk about it. So I just want to go around like, it's a $160 box set. It has new transfers of the first 4 films and a kind of half-assed new transfer of Jason Goes to Hell. There is some bonus material. Some of it's compiled from sources that weren't on the last box. How does everyone feel on it? I mean, is this something we're doing? I just transparency. I'm not buying it.
Just scream factory. I don't give a shit.
Man.
I love Joe Bob. Joe Bob, you're going to be so good on the Firefly Family Podcast,
Joe
man.
Bob has the biggest balls on the planet.
Yeah.
He's just swinging them.
Jamie, what do you...
I might get it, maybe, possibly. Depends. I mean, are all of the movies in it? I haven't looked into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're on Prime.
I might get it. I might. I have some money saved up that I might want to spend. So
The 160 doesn't scare you off?
no.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Christian, I think you already pre-ordered it, correct?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it. Look, if you like that kind of stuff, you like collecting it, cool, get it. If you don't like it, don't get it. I mean, there's nothing to debate. If you want it, get it. If you don't want it, don't get it.
I'm just trying to get the pulse of people out there.
You know,
Yeah,
I love Friday the 13th, man. It's fun to collect at the end of the day. You know, Blu-ray. I know Drew was marking out because Friday the 13th Part 3 is a legitimate 3D Blu-ray, which sounds really fun. So me and him are going to be rocking that box set as soon as we get it in, man. I think it looks cool. I love the Devin Whitehead artwork on it. I'm down. You know.
So if you've got a 3D TV,
yes,
it's true 3D.
And so my guitar player for my band, he's got a 55-inch 3D TV, and I said, dude, can we trade TVs? I'll give you. I have multiple 4Ks in the house. I said, can I trade TVs with you? He's like, why? I was like, because I got to watch Friday the 13th 3 in true 3D. He goes like, you're a freaking nerd, dude. But I'll trade with you.
You're a nerd and you're proud of it.
That's right, Joe Bob Tar Heel. But I get it, man. It's hardy. But I mean, when I broke down, what is it, 160 divided by 12 movies? It's not bad.
See, I don't buy a lot of that stuff. I don't buy a lot of box sets and stuff. I did for Twin Peaks, of course, but
right.
You know, I don't buy a lot of box sets. But Friday the 13th,
it's fun.
Means something to me.
It's fun.
So I might.
Jay, what you say?
I'm kind of on the fence, man. The price point does kind of turn me off a little bit. Just like, how many more times am I going to have to buy these movies? You know, I mean, it's
as much as you want to buy it. You can stop whenever you want. That's what I'm getting at. You don't have to buy it. Just whenever you want to stop buying them. You know, but if you dig it, dig it.
Yeah, again, this isn't about advocation. This is just, I'm trying to get a beat on what people are thinking about the box. Steak sauce.
So I, like Christian, have already pre-ordered the goddamn thing.
Okay.
It's the first time Jason Goes to Hell's gonna be on Blu-ray. I'd pay $160 for that alone. I know I'm in a very small pool of that. Is it?
It is.
You mean like uncut? Well, there's an uncut version somebody did on eBay too, but this is the first legitimate. You know.
But
also, I was broke as a joke when the last set came out, so I do not have that, and I'm not paying $250. That's a bridge too far.
Was it
I will
Halloween
say
one?
this. Piz kind of pointed something. I was a little more hot about it until he pointed it out that there's still special features to be announced. But the fact that like the remake, Part 2, and Part 8 doesn't. Part 8 has a commentary, but not a good one. Hidden by himself is kind of boring to sit and listen to. But the fact that there's not commentaries with you know, multiple cast members, especially like, I mean, Amy Steele wasn't doing anything. You couldn't get her on a commentary. You know, but
I like
she does the conventions, so I imagine
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like she hates the movie by any stretch. You know?
No.
So, but I think I'm feeling maybe we'll get some more stuff as far as that goes. But I'm in it.
Ginny is the reason why I went into psychology. Seriously.
That's cool.
It's seriously.
That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Because she was so empathetic with Jason's character that I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do. I want to be empathetic and I want to understand people. So that inspired me to be a psychologist.
Have you put a machete into anyone's shoulder yet?
No.
Really cut any stunt actor's finger in half?
No, I used to sleep with a knife under my mattress, though, for reals. Because, because it scared
Never
me.
far from a blade.
It scared me when my cousin got kidnapped. I was scared to death when my cousin got kidnapped. So I was.
Oh my God.
Head.
What the hell?
Yeah, it messed with my head. So, you know, for 5 years I slept with a knife under my mattress, and then my mom found it, and she was really upset. But I saw
she should have been proud. What are you talking about?
No, she didn't like that. She didn't like me doing that. But there's a lot of reasons why I did that. It wasn't just the kidnapping. I mean, I saw a guy hold a shotgun on my mom that year, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. So
good God.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
My stepsister's got some crazy shit with her husband.
Story, if I could.
Sometime I'll tell you guys the whole story.
So my father was a philanderer, and there was one night I remember he had introduced me to this couple, and all of a sudden just the wife would come over, and there was one night I happened to look out. What I can't remember the guy's name. He just pulled in the driveway. And he gets out of the car and he's got a pistol in his hand. My dad goes, "Oh, get in your room." And I didn't hear anything more about it, but that could have been real interesting.
It scares you. I was 14.
Yeah,
It messed with my head.
I was 12 or 13, I think. Yeah,
That's
It's
scary
like, oh, there's
shit.
but I mean, my
yeah.
father would have deserved it. I probably would have thanked the man, to be quite honest. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, it's an unsolved murder.
Let's
in
keep
my
it light,
family.
folks.
I had three nephews and a niece, and if someone touches them, they'll be safe 6 feet fucking under.
Well, this was an adult. She was an adult.
I know. Yeah, I
She was
know.
The scary thing is, like, until you stare down a violent crime in your life, you don't know how you'll react to it at all. It's not something people can. It's not something people should like kind of lawn chair quarterback and say, "Oh, this is what I do," because I mean, I've been in a couple violent situations in my life, and I guarantee you will not realize how deeply it affects you in that moment. It's just not something you can imagine. Stone, I don't really want to talk about that with you, but how do you feel about the disc, the box set?
Sorry.
How do I feel about the discs specifically?
Well, the box as a whole, is it something you're thinking of picking up or no? Or
I'm leaning towards picking it up. I never got the Blu-ray set that they released. I don't know what 8-9 years ago or whatever. I mean, I only have the New Line Jason films on DVD, and they put the Part 3 commentary back on there, and that's my favorite Friday the 13th bonus feature of all time. So
that's a fun.
Yeah, I love that comment. And they only had that from the Crystal Lake to Manhattan set, but they never transferred it to any other release, which I don't get. But I mean, just for the bonus features alone, I'll probably pick it up. But I'm more looking forward to the Dawn of the Dead 4K set.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's going to be the holy grail, I think.
That Halloween box set now goes for like $500. Can you believe that?
But that's so weird because the individual discs are available. All those transfers are available, and you can buy them used for like $5 a pop.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's bizarre that anyone would pay a ton. I mean, again, collectors are collectors, and I don't mean anything by this, but I just you do hit a price point where things get harder to justify.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I bought the Halloween set pre-order.
I'm trying to get this focus. I paid less than $20 for this with a coupon for Amazon. It was best $18 I ever spent.
Hell yeah, Joe Bob Tar Heel. I love that.
The question is, would Stephen King pay that much for that movie?
I believe he
I'm
would.
gonna guess. I was gonna say no.
I don't think you would.
Christian.
I would have loved to hang out with him on that movie, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
I don't think you could have kept up, man.
It's got some real good special features.
I don't know,
I was surprised.
I'm glad you got that, Joe Bob Tar Heel.
You down with the commentary, Christian?
I'll bring you on the Firefly show, and it'll be a good time.
Oh yeah, just email me the date. So
okay.
So I think we're kind of all mixed on our feelings on it. I mean, there's people who are automatically in, and there are people holding on. I guess my big hesitation just is that I just bought these movies. It feels like, I mean, maybe it was 9 years ago. I'm also just hesitating because I don't buy for a second. We're not getting single disc releases, and there's certain ones of these movies I will always buy on the best available disc because I'm not really a collector. I'm about owning the film in its best form. But there's films that I don't watch enough in the series to buy again. Just the cost doesn't really make sense to me. Jason Goes to Hell would be nice, but unfortunately they upscaled the cut footage. It's not native HD. So it's a composite print. So it's gonna remember how everyone felt about that My Bloody Valentine release? It's kind of what we're looking at. So
that was the original, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. So one more thing before we go. So the topics tonight. The first one was Italian gore gothics. Does everyone have a favorite film of that cycle?
Would you count Opera? Because that's the only one I'm seeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that.
Well, I like Suspiria, but we already talked about whether that's a gothic or not. And
it's a gothic. It's not a giallo.
Cemetery Man.
True.
But you're a perv.
Cemetery Man is an amazing film.
It is. I love it.
I'll check that out.
it really, I mean, it's a little bit more commercial than what came before, but it is just astounding storytelling.
Did you guys see the sequel?
No, we know they had a sequel.
It's like a retitling kind of thing. Jay, what is your favorite?
And I was trying to think. I'll go with Joe Bob. I like opera a lot.
Okay, opera, a lot of love.
Opera's good.
Steak sauce.
Can we throw Demons in that mix? Does that count? 'Cause
Absolutely.
That's about the only one I've seen. So I love the hell out of that movie. I actually spent many days convincing my friends in Buffalo to watch it. They all loved it too. So
Holy crap!
So a little bit of love for Lamberto Bava. Stone.
Probably Lucio Fulci's Zombie.
All right. It's really tough for me. Probably House by the Cemetery, though. Probably. Okay, and the second category was remake, the 2000s remake cycle. Favorites?
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, fuck you too, Joe Bob Carhill. You getting on my goddamn bad side now. Bro, fuck with me about Rob Zombie.
Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's
It's
Halloween
the worst
2 is not a
movie going
remake.
experience I've ever had in the theater. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
Go
the first
fuck yourself.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 was the worst
It doesn't
movie.
matter if it's 1,
Yeah,
2,
exactly.
3. Doesn't matter if it's El Super
Chainsaw
Beasto.
remake
Get the fuck
was
out
the
of
worst.
I do want to kind of point out that his Halloween 2 isn't a remake. That's a sequel to the remake. So
yeah,
that doesn't count. I'm sorry, pal.
All right, guys, steak sauce, Rob Zombie's motherfucking Halloween. Okay, is that what you
there
want?
go.
Rob Zombie's
I do want
Halloween.
that. That's what I wanted you to say.
Okay.
I love you, Christian. Let's not fight.
I love you too.
I'm just going to go ahead
Guys-
and say it. My favorite remake is the Friday the 13th remake.
Ooh, that's pretty strong.
That's my favorite.
That was okay.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
That's
I
my favorite.
think I like it more than most
Period.
people do.
It's
but
got some good
Not my
kills.
favorite.
I
just
think
wanna
it's
point out-
underrated. I really think it's underrated.
Oh, wait a minute. I know one more.
I agree.
Go ahead, Joe
The
Bob.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh,
Get him off the stream. Get him off the stream right now.
You're going to be alone on that one.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
where they made Freddy a pedophile.
Joe Bob,
Yeah.
hey, Joe Bob, hey.
Freddie was always
Yo.
a pedophile.
Joe Bob, I like Jackie Earl Haley. He did not get a fair shake. That
I
script
agree
was
with
bad.
that. They
That
gave him
script
the
was
worst fucking
bad, Joe
special
Bob.
effects
Jackie Earl
imaginable.
Haley was awesome.
He's a class actor.
He's a good actor, but that.
I'd kiss him on the
my
lips.
Goodness.
You just
Thank
was
you.
Wait. Steak sauce. To be fair, you'd kiss anyone on the lips. So that's not a qualification at all.
The entire Bad News Bears cast.
Besides that, he's everybody's
He
Besides
has
that,
kissed
boy,
the
kiss
entire Bad News
everybody's
Bears
ass.
cast.
Everybody
Kiss
from
everybody's
remember
ass.
Just remember
Anyone
that
else
Jackie
on-
Earl Haley called the original Nightmare a piece of shit. Just saying. That's what he said.
Well,
Rob Zombie also said he'll never
Because
do a
the
sequel.
original Nightmare was supposed to be about a pedophile, but all this controversy down in California in the early
dropping
80s.
facts, Joe Bob. I like that. Dropping facts.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
that
I'll say this: the movie could have been worse somehow. Jackie Earl Haley was terrific. They just gave him the worst possible fucking makeup effects,
UGLY.
and nobody seemed to want to be there. Like none of the actors really seemed to have gave any kind of a shit.
And they had some really good kills too.
They did,
especially opening kill, but they got.
I'll say this:
scope.
I may have been intoxicated on a certain plant. So the end of the movie actually caused me and my friend to take down the mirror in his room and turn it backwards. Mind you, while taking it down, both of us were on either side of it. We made very sure not to be in front of it when we did so.
Yes.
That scared the shit out of us that night.
Did you guys know that, by the way, about the mirror scene in 4? I never knew this. You know, like it's really badly developed, the idea that you can kill Freddy by making him look in the mirror. Apparently, the idea from that came from the end of the first film where he emerges. I never put 2 and 2 together.
No,
I just
never.
thought it
No, not
was
for a second.
completely friggin' random. But it was pointed out to me. I mean, it doesn't play, but at least now, kind of, you can understand where the mindset came from.
I fucking love Dream Master.
What scene is that in the first
So
film?
does Lauren.
I don't remember.
Dream Master is not my least favorite of the Nightmare on Elm Street films.
But Dream Master's more of a little bit of mixture. It's got some good chase sequences, but it's better than Dream Child.
I respect what they were trying to do with Dream Child. I'm not.
Joe Bob,
it
you
just
gotta
doesn't
be
land.
careful, man. Like that invite's slipping away, buddy.
I like Dream Child. I at one point had tracked down a VHS copy, of unrated version.
I got the
guess
laser
is the
disc.
rated version.
I got the laser disc.
I'll
of
say
Dream Child.
it's better. I'll say Freddy's Dead is slightly better.
Don't
I'm gonna
touch
bite your
Freddy's
face
Dead,
off.
man. You got to be careful. Freddy's
Well,
Dead is
Freddy's-
an amazing film.
I will admit it's got a lot of funny scenes.
Exactly.
Christian,
What are we talking about? God damn.
Christian, you're just a little bit biased because Alice Cooper shows up for a minute in Freddy's Dead. That's
I love.
Oh God!
Time for your whippings, boy.
Time for your medicine, boy.
Which
Hey,
style of shit
stupid.
is the most?
No, I love Roseanne. I have no problem admitting it. I love Roseanne.
That was huge. That was huge.
I don't.
When she was,
I don't love
when she
her.
was coming off that show.
She can kiss my ass.
I don't think she probably would, simply because I heard she's a pretty big germaphobe. But
Have y'all watched The Connors?
no,
I love the
terrible.
Connors. I love the
Terrible.
Connors.
Look, that's where I draw the line. We're not discussing the Connors.
Let's just put it.
I'm
ready to go for 2
Look at the
hours.
Rotten Tomatoes critic meter and the audience score.
Listen to him, Jay.
You'll be shocked.
Hey, Lauren.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren. I got to be up at 4:30 in the morning, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to retire.
Good night, sir.
Good night, dude.
Love you, Scott.
Thanks, Down.
Good
Thank
night,
you for your
everybody.
service.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you
Good
for
night.
playing hard, man.
Thanks, Down.
Jay,
Night.
of the 2000 cycle,
I think I'm going to go with Dawn of the Dead.
that's
That's
a
a good
strong
choice.
contender.
That's actually not a bad movie.
I actually like the Crazies a lot too, but that may be
Oh,
bad.
I agree. I think
I
Crazy
want
is
to
better than the
see
original.
Crazies. I thought that movie is nuts.
I mean, broken record, but I think, Dawn of the Dead, Crazies. I do think Texas Chainsaw Massacre, while it pales to the original, because how can it not, is a damn strong film for its time period it came out. I think it's funny because I think the earliest part of the wave of the 2000s remakes was pretty strong, actually. And then when it got weak fast.
Was Texas Chainsaw the weak ones?
Excuse me?
I like Texas Chainsaw.
This is
The Texas
probably one of
Chainsaw.
the better ones. Yeah.
I can't even watch the movie.
If I had to
Ollie Army turns me off when he's playing pretty much the drill sergeant for Full Metal Jacket. Thanks, but no thanks.
If I had to have a number 2 after Rob Zombie's Halloween, I really liked The Hills Have Eyes a lot.
That's a good one too.
That was
That's
brutal.
one that's kind of grown on me
Disturbing.
over the years. It's so different from the original.
Okay.
I think that it is kind of its own film.
You got to hang up, Stone.
What the hell, Stone?
Click
I kinda
leave
hope it doesn't.
studio.
That's
Click
fun.
leave studio. Did he do it?
We may see some unfortunate footage here in a minute if we
I can
don't.
tell you a really bad remake was that Fog crap. That was trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was garbage.
I'll
Um,
never see it.
One
Don't.
that
haven't
I
seen it.
Actually, no,
but
watch
I've
it.
heard
Give it.
it's
Go
shitty.
watch it. You have to see it. See it to believe it.
You watch it. How about that?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I know Selma Hayek is like a radio DJ, and she is just bad.
She's not bad to look at though, Joe Bob
Yes,
I
Tar Heel.
forgot she was in
She's
that.
got a nice
It's-
ass.
It's not Selma Hayek. It's Selma Blair.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
I think if you look at kind of going into the remake era, we'd been through so much stuff. It was really turbulent in the horror genre. We had the drought, and then we had the Scream era, and then we had the torture porn era with Saw and Hostel. And I think Hollywood just wanted to get a grip on what was going on. Things were just gone so far off the rails from a commercial standpoint. So they went ultra safe.
It's so bizarre to me that the choices they made, what they remade and what they didn't, because they started remaking things that I don't think anyone would even know that title. The current movie going audiences,
Black
Alton Party Row. I mean,
well, The Initiation.
yeah.
Was anyone thinking Initiation of Sarah? We need the remake of that for an audience that might have caught it on cable.
One
30 years.
remake we forgot to mention: Prom Night.
Oh, we didn't forget to mention it so much as
Trying to avoid mentioning it.
So I've only seen the Prom Night remake once. I saw it at the drive-in, Charcoal Corral, Silver Lake, New York. I remember liking it. I've not gone back to see it again. Again, also you got to remember that I would have been when did that come out? 08?
08.
09?
Yeah.
08?
Late 2000.
So I would have been 16 that summer.
It's like no gore at all in it though.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that being kind of a gripe. I think it was also PG-13, which at the time I was generally adamantly against, but I got to go for free, so more or less it was a reason for popcorn and soda.
I'm not opposed. Sorry, go ahead, Jamie.
I was just gonna say my favorite is kind of a different one. I love House of Wax.
Oh yeah,
I like that film.
I want to say that.
I love it.
I need to revisit that so much.
I gotta say something that's directly related to this, and I know you guys will laugh probably, but do you want to know what? I actually haven't seen Paris Hilton bad in a movie. Between Repo and House of Wax, she's actually like the most dynamic thing in House of Wax.
Have you seen The Hottie and the Naughty?
I have not seen it.
Oh God.
The Naughty.
But I mean, she's capable when she wants to be. Clearly.
Yeah, I think she has something, but she just, I think
personal
she's
life,
flaky.
yes.
She's
Well,
flaky.
she is who she is, so people won't give her a shot, in the first place. For the most part, anyway.
I think she sang too and put out an album, if I remember.
Oh,
right.
it's so bad. It's so bad.
Like Ashley Simpson.
And then she did the Carl's Jr. ad that got pulled.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that ad's awesome.
That was bad.
I love Joe Bob Tar Heel.
In a much different way.
Joe Bob's got the Paris Hilton burger ad on Blu-ray DVD combo.
When will the UHD come out? I need to see pores.
Those tits are awesome.
Damn.
Well,
let's reel it in, Joe Bob. Let's reel it in a little bit.
And guys, this is what demonetization looks like. I will never be monetized, so it doesn't matter.
It won't matter anyway. You know that I'm on Coffee Time, and you see how
my
they talk on there, and they never get shut down hardly ever, unless James puts some song on that it's not supposed to be on.
Copyright.
Yep, we've gotten a few of those lately.
God.
So just so you guys know, my Friday 5 autopsy is still unavailable. Thank you, YouTube.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Why?
That was not the funniest thing.
What happened to it?
Well,
I caused a little crap on a live stream of Piz's one time, and it turned into this big thing.
So the Christian suggested that Piz on one of his live streams play one of my videos so that they could make fun of it, which I was fine with. But I made a joke, and I'm actually partially to blame for this because I made a joke about I always pump out saying, hey, why haven't you people thumbed up the video or whatever. I always do it for my friends' videos, always. And so then at that point when they started playing the video, I knew that I was going to take a lot of shit. I changed it and wrote the same exact message, but I said downvote rather than upvote. I didn't think anyone would really do it, but one person did. But it really played badly because he had a bunch of new people in the chat that night, and someone actually said in the chat, who is this guy? I'm going to go mess with all his videos. And Piz said, no, don't mess with it. We're all friends here. Immediately, Piz did exactly the right things. But then someone went to the video he was playing and reported it as containing inappropriate behavior. So YouTube took it down.
Wow. Some people can take a joke nowadays.
Someone's a real asshole.
Well, they didn't know it was a joke, I think. But that's how serious can you take this stuff?
Silly.
That's the point. Like, don't fucking do that. That's dumb.
I mean,
I can understand if it's a pedophilia joke, it's got to be taken down. But something like that, come on.
No, you don't take jokes down, regardless.
No.
Even in poor taste, you leave them up.
Yeah, that's true.
Not today's climate.
No, unfortunately
Yeah.
not. But it's
Well, we need climate change, Jay.
PC war we live in, my god damn.
I just get annoyed because no matter what you feel about the current environment, the thing is we have real problems, not about words and names, and not about history that's in the past. We have problems that exist today, and we're getting distracted by canceling people for things that are 15, 20, 30, 80, 90, 150 years ago. It's insane. Yeah. Why don't we worry about the guy starving to death, the guy who can't feed his family, the guy who is homeless? Why don't we worry about the woman who's in an abusive relationship and has nowhere to turn? Why don't we deal with that rather than each other saying a word we don't like? That was my soapbox moment.
We're living in a Jerry Springer world.
Or people get chastised for something that happened in the past. It's ridiculous. And Christian knows who I'm talking about. This person, Sammy Guevara.
Do I do what?
Sammy Guevara, yeah. What happened to him was kind of horseshit.
Yeah,
he made
that was like
a joke
4 years ago.
Yeah,
something he said about Sasha Banks. I'm like,
and he got. I mean, look, yeah, obviously in poor taste,
And he apologized on his YouTube channel.
And that should have been it. The apology is sufficient. Nope. Get him off TV.
Well,
and he made some good points about that.
By the way, I am not saying I'm okay necessarily with any of these comments. I just don't believe in silencing people. Because when you silence someone, you no longer know what they believe. When they're offering up an opinion that you find pernicious, you want to know they held it. And the only way we're going to know that is if we let them talk. The only way we can have a conversation about why the Confederacy was bad is if we have something to memorialize the Confederacy. And to know that people feel strongly about it still to this day. It's disturbing, and that's the point. If we make a world where everyone's afraid to say the wrong words, we will have the same people with the same beliefs all around us, but we won't know who they are.
I say we should have left all the statues up and gave them nice little second place trophies.
Or preserve them in a museum.
I think they should be in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
But
we don't need all of them.
All I know is if anybody touches the Rocky statue, I will lose my shit.
Oh yeah.
Just wait till the RoboCop. Just wait till the RoboCop statue comes down in Detroit. Wait.
Let me say something here. There was a Confederate statue in my hometown. They took down years ago, destroyed it, and they put it up with some ugly foul statue. I'm just like,
so
why?
I think that it's very simple. If the community wants these down, they should come down.
Vote.
Yeah,
vote for it. And bring
I don't believe in people in the middle of the night pulling it down with ropes and hammers because
that's stupid.
Well, it's not just stupid.
It's vandalism.
It's
dangerous.
So, does everyone remember your Batman movies? When you escalate to violence, you have to expect violence in return, even if you're on the right side of the argument. The truth is, you start taking down statues you disagree with. That means someone who disagrees with you is coming for maybe a statue you agree with, or maybe your house, because you escalated. So that gives them the mindset where it's okay to escalate. Now,
not in my town.
If it goes to a referendum and we safely, securely take something down, whole different story.
I'd like somebody to take the ugly Lucy statue down, please, because I'm sick of looking at it every time I go to the park.
But
it's horrible.
Took down the John Wayne statue a couple of days ago in California.
I will never support censorship in any form.
No.
I will never support censorship.
No.
I don't know if it's censorship, though. See?
Sure it is.
Not if you already have something that says it. Everybody only needs one source, really.
Oh, I hate that idea.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, seriously. One source for information?
Well,
that is fascism. That's not cool.
Historical information that you learn in school, and then the Smithsonian or New York or wherever else, put these things in museums. Put them in museums. Make them educational.
If that's what the community that paid for them to be constructed want to be done, I'm cool with that. But as a libertarian, I have a problem with the idea of any group of people feeling like they have the right to take matters into their own hands and do something. Again, if everyone wants to take down everything I love, and that's what the society votes fairly on, then tough shit for me.
This is because I'm a mother, see. Mothers don't think
so am I.
Yeah. mothers think a little differently, and you do have to keep some things from your kids, and then they have to learn about it on their own. That you do have to steer them, and you do have to tell them right from wrong.
Yeah.
So there is right from wrong, and that's where I get upset with. I mean, not that I don't like libertarianism. I even have a little bit of it in me. It's just that sometimes there is a right and wrong answer, and I think people need to face that.
You're right, but how do we get to everyone? Get everyone to the right answer.
Love you guys.
That's
I'm out of here.
Almost impossible.
All right, thank you, Christian.
See you, Christian.
How do we get everyone to the right answer? By just forcing it, we actually just entrench them into their beliefs.
It's almost impossible.
It should start in the home. And
You're right.
It should, and schools. And the problem is you can't get, it should be in schools. That if a kid is in school, listen, my kid was in school 7 hours a day. That person is responsible for everything that I want my child to learn. So there are certain things I want him to learn. I want them to be responsible with my child's education. I don't want them teaching him things that I think are wrong.
Well, that's it. But that's the whole problem, is that you're not the only one with an opinion about what's right or wrong. It's just not that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, I think it's based on black and white issues.
Damn. Sorry.
It's okay.
And some of that stuff is just like, it's silly. Do I think it's necessary? I don't know.
I majored in psychology. I minored in political science. So, I wanted to be a politician. My whole plan from my senior year on up, I asked my teacher, I said, can I be a lobbyist against lobbyists? Because I don't think lobbying is right. I think it's wrong. I don't like lobbies. Lobbies is really what you guys are upset about, to be honest. Well, everything that they're the ones forcing opinions. They're the ones. It's money. Money speaks now, and we have to stop that.
So
it's crazy.
I'm just not sure how you. Okay, so the problem is you say no lobbying, but is if a group of people decide to call their senator altogether, is that lobbying?
No, lobbyists are a particular job.
Stop. No, but I'm challenging
that. Technically, Lauren, yes, you are correct. That is a lobby.
So here's the thing. That means it's people who have phones, right? If they're going to call their senator or House of Representative member, that means there is a difference between the person who's too poor and the person who's poor is rich enough to have a phone.
Yes.
So it means that
Obama.
So
I don't blame him for it.
No, this is a longer problem than Obama, believe me.
No, yes.
So the problem is that even if you chose to say that, the lobbyists with the money are the problem. The problem is on a different level, there's still an inequity that comes with who has the ear of the government. A large enough group that can finance a structure has a louder voice. So it's hard to draw a line. Like, what are you allowed to? Am I not allowed to take out a ad in a newspaper to express my political opinion? Because that's lobbying.
No, but there should be one set of rules everybody has to follow, and then from there it can branch out. But you have to have some core, right? And the problem is nobody cares about core anymore. Everybody thinks they have their own ideas about what's moral and what's not. And the truth is, there is a core there. There is right. There is the right from the wrong. There has to be. If there's not, what are we doing?
I think on big issues, that's absolutely true. Like, killing people is wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
rape.
It gets harder as you get more into the real, like, specifics of walking our lives, right? So
that's what I'm talking about with the lobbyists. I consider lobbyists red tape. And the problem is there's so much red tape now. Lawyers have fucked up the world. No offense.
Hey,
not taken.
It's just that, they've gone around with their, let's change the laws. They change it for money purposes, personal purposes. And and then you got TV and media on top of it. And then so everyone's confused about what is real and what is true and what is right and what is wrong.
It's kind of like the COVID-19 cases. We don't know what's what.
I would. You see, that's just it, though. You see, the thing is, there's like two competing parties in this country that have what is not even an ideology. It's a power base. It's a set of ideas that they have formulated into a sandwich that they can sell to a certain portion of the population, and they compete with each other, and they're in the dead heat against each other. And the truth is, they just hate whatever the other side does, no matter what it is. If you hate Trump, then you know what? There's someone on the other side that hated Obama just as badly and just as irrationally, and you'd say that person's wrong. But it just rolls until we break this two-party system.
I have a personal reason for hating Trump. because my husband worked for him once.
Okay.
And he tried. No, I'm not kidding. And he tried to get out of it. Guess how? But get out of paying for it. Guess how? Claiming bankruptcy, and he almost put these small businesses that he talks so much about under. And
he also put Linda McMahon in charge of the small businesses. So
God!
I'm not. Again, I'm no more in favor of the Republicans than I am of the Democrats, which is to say, not at all. My view is that in any codified system, people are led to extremes rather than the common sense middle, which is where
I like
a healthy society always lies. But the moment we get so radical that we just hate the faces, then all the people that we never see on the news that are actually informing public policy are free to do whatever they want. It's a distraction. It's a distraction to hate the guy at the top. I mean,
never forget Pizzagate.
Jealousy. I don't know.
Anyway, I didn't make I don't actually love talking politics, but vote in the comments. Sauce's favorite remake: Bloody Valentine, Halloween 2007, or Friday the 13th.
Are we? One of those is the right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
My Bloody Valentine.
Halloween.
We all got something different.
Jay, break this tie.
What do you think? Please break this tie.
My Bloody Valentine.
Okay, it's My Bloody Valentine. I couldn't pick one of the three, so I did it. So we're going with My Bloody Valentine.
I think My Bloody Valentine is a damn good remake in its own right.
I like the Atkins.
Anyway, when it comes to politics, it's difficult. It's a difficult conversation. It's a difficult situation we're in. I blame a lot on the media, and I blame a lot on
media's garbage.
I blame a lot on what I call it's the Southern strategy. You can look it up. It's on Wikipedia. It was Nixon's idea. This starts 40 years ago. So it was all Nixon's idea how to make it so that they could have control. And I never ever liked that. I was 3 years old watching TV knowing that Nixon was a piece of shit. So
I love Nixon.
I just feel like if you know your center and you're going to understand. The problem is I just don't think they know right from wrong anymore. I really don't. I think that Jerry Springer fucked shit up. No offense, Jerry Springer. But I think he did, because I think everybody thinks that everybody glorified things that should not be glorified. And now we're living in this crazy Jerry Springer world where everybody thinks their opinion counts and there is no more right and wrong.
I think that's the big thing. There is no right and wrong. And regardless of facts, if you feel a certain way, you're correct.
But that's not the truth. That's a lie.
You're right. That is a lie.
Absolutely.
You're correct.
But I just see both sides of the political spectrum playing equally in that playground. That's my problem.
Yeah.
My ideology matches up with one over the other. If you take the two platforms, and put them next to each other, and I read them, I'm always going to go with the blue because that's what I believe in. I believe in those values. Those to me are the right values. I do not like the values on the right.
So I don't want to keep this going forever, but in every case, that's true.
In every case that I see,
depends on who you are.
Fiscally, I'm more right wing. Fiscally, I am.
Okay, well then that's what I'm talking about. So I am extremely socially liberal, but I'm extremely financially conservative. So in other words, I think the government should get the hell out of my wallet and my bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm not extremely financially conservative. I believe in a socialism kind of thing.
Oh, no,
but a socialism, a democracy kind of socialism, not the kind of socialism that goes with communism. I'm talking about a completely different thing. We already do it. We just don't realize it.
I don't mind them talking about politics, but when athletes and celebrities get involved, it's just like,
well, they should be.
Are they not allowed to have an opinion though, Joe?
They are. You know what? They're the role
keep
models.
Keep it to a minimum.
No. Everyone has a right to lead their life however they would like, and that includes using any platform that you've earned or inherited. Mm-hmm. The thing is, the audience has a responsibility that if they are deeply disturbed by this, to do what they need to do to shut out that voice. In other words, they stop watching the show, don't go to the movie, don't listen to the music. And if you're not willing to do that, you don't really feel that strongly. But I think everyone, I will never shut down anyone's voice. So when people call for a boycott, although I don't participate in boycotts and I don't like boycotts, they have the right to do that too.
Goya's in the same position. The Mexican food company.
Listen, again, to me, this is all a distraction, though, way beyond the real problems. Because while we fight and squabble, the politicians get away with not confronting the real problems that face everyday Americans. And that's just how it is. And that has happened under administrations from both sides. In times when both houses were on the same side, it happens consistently. We just keep getting like bamboozled, and no one seems to see it. It's happened.
It's happened for centuries.
You won't like my statistics. People don't like my statistics. Once I start talking politics with people, then people like change their mind about me, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I try to avoid politics. Actually,
people have a right to say what they want, but it's just...
I don't think this is necessarily the right platform for it. But I think talking about this stuff is what should be happening instead of just spouting party lines and walking the other way before the person can respond. But there's this is ultimately a show about horror. So
cool.
And what's happening around here is quite horrific. So
yeah, I did the same joke.
Oh,
have y'all seen that Trump PSA about defunding police? It's like if Biden becomes president, it just could be like
no. Well, listen. Every political ad is the worst case scenario from the other side. They're all exaggerating. That's been true for like 100 years. But my thing is,
might say trolling him, calling him President Grim Reapers, though.
Yeah, and like I definitely have my feelings about anyone doing that too, because
Biden's got health issues. You can tell some of his interviews.
I mean, all I want to have happen is that if Biden gets elected, that Chevy Chase breaks out his Gerald Ford impression. And just repurpose it.
I'm game for that.
Because like people's hatred for Trump's going to put a man with dementia in the White House, and they're okay with that. It's just kind of fucking disturbing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trump's got it too. We're screwed either way. Let's
My mom said,
guys, there is this candidate that doesn't have dementia that has not been accused of not been accused of sexual assault, who's out there.
But that candidate's not going to win either.
But you know what?
No choice.
But you know what?
I voted for Ross Perot, man. It's throwing a vote away.
No, I voted for Ross Perot twice, and I'm proud of it. I voted for James Hagelin. I voted for Gary Johnson. The truth is, until we break the two-party system, this is going to be the same argument till the end of time.
It's inevitable.
Yeah,
no matter what, it's inevitable.
It's not inevitable.
Our teacher taught us this in 7th grade. There's a reason why we have a two-party system, and why a third party or a fourth party or fifth party never works out. Because no matter what you do, it always works out to one or the other. Whenever you make a decision, it's always one or the other.
No
matter how you break it down, it's one or another.
So, Jamie, do you support the Whigs or the Tories?
I don't know, because I don't.
It does change. There are moments of sea change in any country.
Right,
and all I'm calling for is
why didn't it work out? Look up why it didn't work out.
The Tories and the Whigs?
Why it went down to just Democrats and Republicans. Really. There's reasons for it.
There are reasons for it. There's reasons for it in all societies. That doesn't mean that it has to stay here. Things do change, but it takes sea changes. It takes people being brave for once. And it starts with people just realizing that they're being handed horrible choices for their leaders.
We are, but we don't have a choice. So, I mean,
but we do have a choice.
But we don't. It takes a long time to change things.
Absolutely. So evolution works through small changes over vast amounts of time.
Right, which is why Congress, the House of Representatives, is probably the most important branch of Congress or branch of government. Really, they're the ones that really control everything. So if you want something done, you've got to get the right people in there. They have more power than the president. So,
it's the only politician that these not gonna understand is Glenn Jacobs. Steak Sauce knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, gotta love Kane.
Anyway,
Well, I'll
He's a
say
smart
that
guy.
Patrice O'Neill said it. You know, rest in peace, my black guy.
Oh yeah, R.I.P.
But the president's like a tradition at this point. It's like a Thanksgiving turkey. Borderline 11, you love.
Ain't gonna happen, borderline.
It really should. He's not wrong. I mean,
I agree with him.
Anyway, yeah.
I
don't really like talking about it.
It's depressing because it sucks.
I just don't want to crash Lauren's channel. I mean, I don't want to just like ruin them for life, you know.
I'll tell you what. Give me the One Ring, and I'll fix everything.
I think the one thing politics gone wrong is like
no.
The whole thing with Ghostbusters.
Okay, that's it, guys. No more politics.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that Friday the 13th box set? Because there is no politics in the world of Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, no.
You use my stimulus check and buy that box set.
You know what, guys? We're all different. We all have different schools of thought. But that doesn't matter.
We respect people's opinions.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because we're just people, and we're
ants in a farm.
Yeah, and you know what? So if we don't agree on something, we don't agree on it. It's just not that big of a deal. People are making such a big deal about disagreements these days, and I think that's a big problem.
At the end of the day, we all got lips, and they're all kissable.
Relationships and friendships are being destroyed.
I want you to apologize right now to burn victims who've lost their lips. Because not everyone is in the position that you so completely and globally suggested they are. And some of them will never be able to feel the sweet caress of your lips against theirs. And they will go to sleep tonight deeply, deeply disturbed, unable to sleep. Maybe they're even going to go to the bath with a razor. You don't know. Do you want that responsibility?
They'll all look surprised either way, so I guess I'm okay with it.
Orcs kiss so much ass, his lips smell like shit.
You know, I haven't heard from Orc recently. Orc, if you're out there, man, scream.
Yeah, where is he?
I don't know.
Maine somewhere.
Yes, that's correct.
I think we need Joe Bob versus Orc. We need just the great debate this November.
I don't think I could touch Orc's ass.
Joe Biden versus Orc.
Let's get the chessboard out. All right, guys. So I think I want to just call this a day. I do want to mention that there will not be a edition of Visited by Voices live on Thursday, as has been the tradition for the month. I'm not going to say much about why that won't be the case. You'll find out soon.
Ritual sacrifice.
Anyone have anything they want to say before we say good night to the audience?
Piz, if you're watching, thank you. Happy birthday.
That's very nice.
Give me another shot, man. I think I did a little better tonight. I don't feel as bad about myself as I did before.
You did.
I was even worse.
We're all proud of you, Joe.
I can't believe Christian is so good, man. Dude's got a crazy.
I swear he has a photographic memory.
Listen, let's stop praising him right now. It will go to his head. I can already tell. It started to happen towards the end.
I can't help it. It's the way that
he doesn't know a goddamn thing, and he never will. You gotta keep it that way. You gotta keep him grounded.
All right, I'll do my best.
My performance is going to be fought in the win.
Hey, Christian, stop watching if you're watching on sound replay. So, do you guys want me just to throw him under the bus next time and do like 50s giant bug horror? Because there's no chance.
Yes.
50s giant bug horror.
Yeah, 80s
I might
movie.
be good at that.
Jello.
80s top 40 radio.
No, he ace top 40 radio.
He'd kill you. Anything music related.
Anything 80s.
Yeah, I'm at the pop,
Yeah. Well,
pop
80s for
on
sure,
me,
yeah.
hip hop, and none of that shit.
I could give Christian a run for his money in the music area too.
Oh, sure.
I'm not
I'm
bad
good
at
at that trivia.
Like 80s and 90s
Listen,
and 70s.
80s pop music is the shit.
So
I
Jacob
grew up
actually agrees. I think he wants the nuke scare films of the 50s.
Out.
I have to say it's one of my least favorite periods of American horror. So
I don't really want to do that. I was joking.
Oh boy.
all right, so we're going to set up the next one for August. We'll see who's around. I really like the size of the group tonight, though. I think 6 is ultimately exactly the right number.
Yep.
The shows go a little bit longer, but there was a lot of laughter until we got all political and then started screaming at each other. Then the knives came. And this became West Side Story with knives and girls named Maria. But I'm very, very thankful for you guys coming on tonight and having fun with me and being nice to Stone.
It's good to meet you, Jamie.
It was good to meet you guys too.
Thanks for having me on, man.
It was a whole heck of a lot of fun. I just want to say,
you have an open invitation anytime you want, dude.
Oh, awesome, man. I love trivia. I just wish apparently I was better at it.
Oh, not just trivia. Anytime you want on the show.
Bad tonight.
I was 0 for 20. Ugh.
Didn't you get one?
Say, Iris loves you.
I didn't get shit.
I thought you got one.
The first 2 rounds, I didn't get shit.
I'm shocked. I got more right into the gothic gore era than I got in the remake cycle, which I did not expect.
I didn't try and beat you guys up too bad. I think the questions were a little easier this time.
Yeah.
I was expecting gothic horror from the 60s.
No, because if I do that, then everyone's gonna be like pissed at me because they know that's my wheelhouse.
That's kind of what I did some research.
Yes, in here too.
So okay, well, all right, guys. I want to say thank you to everyone out there in the chat. Yeah, you've been going strong all night. At our highest point, we had a lot of people watching actually. So thank you all. Have a good night.
Iris loves you.